Okay, live streaming আৰম্ভ হ'ব অলপ পিছতে। Okay. আৰম্ভ হ'ব। আৰম্ভ হৈ গ'ল। তিনিটা পাইছা তুমি ভিডিঅ'টো?
লাইভ চলি আছে, লাইভ অন ইউটিউব বুলি
চলি আছে না?
মই
এইটো পাইছা?
চেক কৰো কি
ডাইলেক্ট এণ্ড টাই কালচাৰ বুলি এনেকে পাইছা তুমি টেগটো?
মই এবাৰ চাওঁ ৰ'ব।
ইণ্ডিয়ান টাই ফৰাম বুলি আছে চেনেলটোৰ নাম।
সুখাম
হয় কওক।
এই মোৰ প্ৰফাইল পিক এটা ওলাই আছে হেৰি লেপটপত তুমি চোৱাচোন মোৰ লেপটপটো মানে ভিডিঅ' অন নহৈছে তুমি তাত কহজ দি দিয়াচোন কামবিলাক সব কৰিব পাৰিছো ভিডিঅ' অনটো হোৱা নাই দৰকাৰ নাই বাৰু প্ৰফাইল পিকচাৰটো ওলাই দেখিছা
ওকে
লাইভ হৈ আছে হা দাদা
হয় হয়
লাইভ হৈ আছে
পাইছে এতিয়া আপুনি
পালো ষ্ট্ৰীমিং কৰি দিলা নেকি
মই ষ্ট্ৰীমিং আৰম্ভ কৰি দিলো
ইউটিউবত হৈ আছে ষ্ট্ৰীমিং
কোহজ কিজনে অলপ হেৰি কৰিব দে কন্ট্ৰোল কৰিব
মিউট
প্ৰচন্ন ছাৰ আপুনি হেৰি ৰেকৰ্ড কৰি আছে ন ৰেকৰ্ডিং ওকে
চাই নয় এটা হেৰি কৰি দিও এন্টাৰ কৰি
কি মিউট কৰি দিও নেকি দাদা
তেওঁলোকক মিউট কৰি দিলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি
গোটেইকেইজনক মিউট কৰি দিছো
তুমি মিউট কৰি দিয়া খালি কোহজ কেইজন থাকক বাকি কেইজনক মিউট কৰি দিয়া তোমাৰ মাক দেখা পাইছো
কি মাহঁতে আমাৰ মাত শুনি পোৱা নাই কি হৈছে নাজানো
ভিডিঅ' হলে মোৰ ভিডিঅ' যাব নেকি
এমটি চাই আপোনাৰ অকল মই মাতহে শুনি আছো দেই
মাৰটো হৈছেতো সেয়া মাৰটো কানেক্ট হৈ আছে
এইটো চিম্পলটো
Vivo 1603
এইটো
please
মাৰ হয়,
identify yourself
এইটো মাৰ
okay
হে মাৰ কিন্তু মাৰ মাতটো কেলে অহা নাই
মায়ে চাগে হেৰিটো মিউট কৰি দিছে চাগে
অডিও কানেক্টিং টু অডিও তুমি আনমিউট কৰি দিয়া মা
অডিও
আহা নাই তো নাই
জানছা মোৰ মাতটো শুনিছা তুমি
মোৰটো শুনিছা নাই
মই শুনিছো তোমাক অলপ দেৰি ৱেইট কৰিব লাগিব সকলো টেকনিকেল প্ৰব্লেম হেৰি কৰি লওঁ
Already যাক এপ্ৰুভ কৰে তাৰ এফটো আহি থাকিব ইয়াত চবৰ আহি থাকিব আৰু নিজে কিবা কিবি কৰি থাকিলে মানে আনমিউট কৰি থব লাগে
মেবি সকলো 2:15 পিছতহে আহিব জয়েন হ'ব চাগে
ভইচটো মানে ক্ৰছ কৰি থব লাগে
maybe
তিমিতা তুমি এটা কাম কৰিবা এই 2:15 মানত বা 2:30 মানত তুমি শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি দিবা ইউটিউব লাইভটো হা তোমাৰ টাইম লাইন
Streaming দেখাই আছে
Oolong Chai home we couldn't listen your voice we couldn't hear
কোন হয় কোন হোম
তেওঁ থাইলেণ্ডৰ যে চাই হোম তেওঁ
তেওঁ মাতটো অহা নাই
মাতটো অহা নাই
তুমি এটা চাই দিব পাৰা
সেইটো কানেক্ট কৰা নাই চাগে এডাল স্পিকাৰটো হেৰিটো কানেক্ট কৰা নাই চাগে তেওঁ
maybe
বাট তেওঁতো দিব ন তেওঁতো কি অশোক শ্যাম এইটো ফেৰি কৰো ন
তেওঁকে এডমিট কৰি দিয়া পিয়ৰচিং চাইকো কৰি দিয়া এই অশোক শ্যামকো কৰি দিয়া পিয়ৰচিং চাইক মই হেৰি বনাব লাগিব
তেওঁতো দিব মানস দা তেতিয়াহ'লে তেওঁ কেনেকে কব যদি মাতটো আহাই নাই
তেওঁ জানো এতিয়া তেওঁ এনে নকওঁ বুলিয়ে কৈছিলে কিন্তু মাজত এনে ডিছকাশ্যনত বহিব মাতটো অহা নাই তুমি তুমি এবাৰ তেওঁক ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰাচোন বাৰু
ভিডিঅ' ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰি লৈছো
কোন তাৰ নামটো কি হয়
মই তাক ক্লাছ কৰি দিছো দেই
কোন হম
মই স্কুল কৰিম তুমি তলে খেলা গৈ দেই
তেওঁৰ নাম হুকুন হোম বুলিয়ে মাতো নেকি
চাই হম বুলি তেওঁক মাতে
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me? Hukun home, sir. Can you hear me? We cannot listen your voice.
Ulung Khon home we can't able to hear you
Can you connect your speaker to your laptop or your device? Then we can hear.
এমটি চাই আপোনাৰ ভিডিঅ'টো বহুত ব্ৰাইট হৈ আছে আমি একো দেখা নাই আপোনাক পোহৰটো বেছি আহিছে এতিয়া আপোনাক দেখা পাইছো অলপ
Hello everyone.
হেল্ল'
বুজি পোৱা নাই নেকি মানসা
মটন নাই মই বন্ধ কৰি থম দেই দুটা
সুকামে মেছেজ এটা কৰি দিয়া হেৰি তেখেতক
তেওঁক মই মেছেজ দিছিলো কিন্তু তেওঁ ৰিপ্লাই দিয়া নাই
ৰিপ্লাই নাই দিয়া ন
তেওঁ আনমিউটে হৈ আছে কিন্তু তেওঁ মাতটো স্পিকাৰ হেৰিটোৰ কাৰণে অহা নাই নেকি মেবি
তেওঁ স্পিকাৰ সেটিংটো চাগে
হোৱা
প্ৰবলেম হৈ
নাই
আছে
অন নাই চাগে স্পিকাৰ সেটিং
স্পিকাৰ সেটিংটো
ইয়াৰ সেট বক্সতে দিয়া নহলে তেখেতক
হা
সেট বক্সটো আছে ন সেট মেছেজ আছে ন তাতে তেখেততে তাত লিখি দিয়া
মই লিখিলো তেওঁক লিখিলো তাতে কিন্তু তেওঁ ৰিপ্লাই দিয়া নাই
একো নাই হ'ব থাকক এনেকে যে অলপ তেওঁ বিচাৰিয়ে পোৱা
ৰিসোৰ্স পাৰ্সন সকলো পোৱাহি নাই ন সুখা
নাই অহাই নাই ৰিচাৰ্চ পাৰ্সন এজনো এতিয়ালৈকে
জয়েন
জয়েন
কৰা নাই
কৰাই নাই তেওঁলোক মেবি 215 মানতে কৰিব
Galaxy 6 কোন হয় সুকাম কি কৰো Galaxy
গম পোৱা নাই ইয়াত নামটো
Z6
অহা নাই
আহিছে
জেসি এডিট কৰি চাওকচোন বাৰু
ইন কৰি দিও নে সুকাম এডমিট কৰো নে
কৰি দিয়কচোন বাৰু
কৰিছো
হৈ যাব
কোন হয় বা?
মই তেওঁক উলুং চাইহমক তেওঁক মই পাৰ্চনেল মেছেজ দিছো বাৰু
ৰিপ্লাই দিছে
তেওঁ লগত ৰিপ্লাই দিয়া নাই এতিয়া Galaxy
মিউট কৰা
J6 Plus কৰিব পৰা নাই এজন আহিলে তোমাৰ দেই Galaxy J6 তেওঁ চেংখাম জাংগিয়ত হয় তেওঁ চেংমাই হয় তেওঁ আমাৰ এজন ৰিচাৰ্চ স্কলাৰ হয়
April 13th.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Actually, I'm in the webinar now. No, webinar.
PMT খবৰ ভালনে?
ভালেই
ভাল লাগিছে।
Resource person join হৈছে নেকি?
হৈছে হয়। ডাঙৰ শুনিছেন, আজান ডাঙৰ শুনিছেন, তেওঁ জইন হয়।
co-host di dia.
Please please allow.
I can hear something now.
Oh.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. I can hear something now.
Yes,
Yeah. Now we can hear you.
I am from Darwin, Australia.
Yes.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm getting in the loop now. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
เมืองสงขลา
Oh, my
Masungka.
Masungka.
Can you hear me everyone
พี่น้องไทยพี่น้องไทยเมืองไทยมีค่ะมีกันเหรอ
มีค่ะมีเมืองไทยค่ะจ้ะ
อ๋อ
เจ้าโหมค่ะมีค่ะจื้อใจค่ำหน่อยค่ะอยู่ตะเหลียวมีด้วยเมืองเกาะค่ะ
อ๋อมีเรื่องของกอกไส้คำอ๋อที่ตองกี้ตองมีพี่น้องไทยอันลูกที่เมืองไทยดังมาลาซิลตองกี้ครั
เอา
บ
ค่ะลูกเกี่ยวแม่มาค่ะ
อ๋อลูกจองแม่เป็นไส้สังคำเนาะ
ใจสั่งค่ำแถวใจค่ะ
สังคำจองแม่
อ๋อ
อ๋อยิ่งดีค่ะจอกแม่ในขยามพอถูกปอกหนึ่งจอกแม่เนาะ
อ๋อค่ะอ๋อค่ะจ้ะอยู่ดีนั่นเนาะ
คันลูกตีมันได้เลขคืนกว่าจอกแม่ลาชิวมีมิวเนาะถึงลาชิวเฮซัมมึกสีป้อค่ะนะ
อ๋อนั่นกว่าตีนาเฮือนเขาค่ะกว่าตั้งนาเฮือนเขาค่ะ
อ๋อสีป้อ
อ๋อ
จอกแม่ในข้ามตั้งเลยกึดค่ะที่จอกแม่ในเลยกว่ากึดที่สีป้อไว้ค่ะนะ
อ๋อค่ะก็คือก็ที่จ้องแม่ในปืนบ่สู่เข้าหามันเลยเข้ากันในเวียงให้ไหนเว้ยน่ะเฮือนอยู่ที่ร้านควายนั่นอ๋อตักแผนั่นอ๋อค่ะซออยู่อะไรค่ะถ้าเหลียวอยู่ออสเตรเลียค่ะเนี่ย
อ๋อค่ะเมื่อนั้นเขาค่ะกว่าเมืองอย่างจำมันกว่าเมืองอินเดียเนี่ยกว่าเขาที่ทามูโมเรเนี่ยอินเดียเมืองอินเดีย immigration สัมปันเข้าค่ะ
อ๋อ
ปันเข้าก็ไม่เอาขาขึ้นออกมากขึ้นเห็นมันก็ไม่มากขึ้นมันเลยเขาลูกขึ้นว่าสีป้อนี่ค่ะนะมาทบพี่น้องได้ดีมันเลยเอเลยอ่อนกันซ้อมกว่าดังพี่น้องลาชิวเขาอยู่พี่น้องลาชิวพี่น้องลาชิวเขาอ่อนเขาค่ะกว่าขี่ก้ามันกว่าค่ะนะfour wheel drive มันกว่าถึงสีป้อลาชิวขึ้นมาขึ้น
อ๋อค่ะอันนั้นใครอยู่ที่จ้องแม่ก็ดีนั่นนะค่ะเจ้า
จอกแม่ในมือป่นมา2-3เดือนมือป่นมาเหลือนในให้หยบเหลือนป่นมาในยังเขาลูกพื้นในสงสารค่าก้น30,000ไหน
อ๋ออันนั้นเขาก็ยื้อก้นที่เขาอยู่ก็ยื้อก้นวานตายไป2ก้อนเลยมีตั้งพิษสังเนี่ยไหนเขามาเนาะเขาจังว่ากันในกว่ายื้อเนี่ยกว่ายื้อดีวันแอคกี้ดีวันให้คุยกันว่านั่นทีแรกว่ากันในกุนวานกุนเมืองเขาความเขาเฮเลจังว่าลูกพื้นเขาเฮ็ดไหนอ๋อลูกพื้นก็มใจก็เลยเนกางใจเขากันแล้วพิจสันตานั่นหั่น
อ๋อโอเคค่ะเพิ่นไหนเขาค่ะดีอุบกันมือได้คำได้มามือได้เนาะ
อ๋อค่ะเดียว
ยังอังกฤษขยอดคนพูดอังกฤษในดำไว้ค่ะด้วยในนั้นเนาะ
อ๋อค่ะได้อุบเกี่ยวกับร้องไล่ใต้ค่ะ
อ๋อใช่ค่ะค่ะได้ถ่อมค่ะกว่าได้ถ่อมค่ะกว่าอ๋อ
มาชันมาชูอัน
মানস দা আৰু কেইজন আহিবলৈ আছে আমাৰ আৰু আপুনি আনমিউট কৰক শুনা নাই
আৰু ডক্টৰ চাচা নাইক তেওঁ আহিবলৈ আছে ৰিচাৰ্চ পাৰ্চন হিচাপে
এই টেকনোস্পাৰ্ক গোপ কোন হয় এয়া টেকনোস্পাৰ্ক গোপ প্লুছ জইন কৰিয়ে দিলে 23 হ'ল শক্তিম দা শুনিছেনে মাতটো শুনিছে চাগে শুনিছে ন শক্তিম দা
শুনি আছো
ঠিক আছে
ৰাজীৱ চাই
ৰাজীৱ চাই
ৰাজীৱ চাই YS Turung sir এতিয়ালৈকে পঢ়া নাই
Rakesh. We are already in the room. We have already joined.
মণিপুৰৰ
হয় তেওঁলোক একেলগতে কৰিব
একেলগে কৰিব
Hello Thailand Association
Okay, brother.
Yeah. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
মানে এটো ইউটিউবৰ এটো শেয়াৰ কৰো নেকি ফেসবুকত
এতিয়া নকৰিবা কাৰণ সকলো আহিলক এনেটো লাইভ হৈ আছে বাৰু কিন্তু শেয়াৰটো পাছত কৰি দিবা সব আহিলক মানে হেই পছন্দ চাই আপুনি কিবা হেৰি স্পিচ কি বুলি কয় সকলোকে কৈ দিয়ক যে আৰু আহিবলৈ আছে এইটো কাৰণে পাছত
কোঅৰ্ডিনেটৰ হিচাপে কৈ দিয়া তাৰপিছত মই আমাৰ হেৰি মতে ডাইৰেক্টৰ অলপ ক'বতো
হয়
তাৰপিছতহে মই
ৰাকেশ চাই অহা নাই ইমান দেৰি আৰু যাত্ৰা ছাৰ এতিয়ালৈকে অহা নাই ৰাজীৱ চাই মোক শুনিছে আপুনি
ไม่สูงค่ะ
หมายสงยิง
มาซึ่งค่ะ
ไม่สูงค่ะลุงไม่สูงตั้งเซงค่ะพี่น้องตั้งอินเดีย Kalau dia pindah kan naik keempat.
อยู่ก็แล้วเดี๋ยว
อยู่ยังคงไว้ค่ะ
อย่างกงเนาะยินดีไม่สงอยู่ลีกินบ้านกูก็เนาะพี่น้องอย่างกงเขา
อยู่ดีค่ะงั้นเจ้าค่ะอยู่ดีกันทั้งสิ้น
รักเกษาฮิลเด
ต้องเล่นกับอิน
Okay.
Sorry for late.
Yeah, it's okay.
I sang down. Okay, I sang down ku join ku. Rashmi.
มาสูงนาศิลา
ไปสูงค่าคู่สามคำอยู่รีอยู่ค่ะเนาะคู่
ค่ะอยู่รีอยู่ค่ะมีไว้เมืองเกาะค่ะ
นั่นน่ะทำมีไว้ดีอย่างกุ้งค่ะ
วันนั้นไปไล่มากขึ้นเนี่ย
Manasta kunya কথা পাতিছে ধৰিব পাৰিছে মই একো ধৰিব পৰা নাই
মই পাইছো তেওঁলোক তিনজনে পাতি আছে সংস্কৃত তিনজনে পাতি আছে
ললিত নিশা আহিছে একচেপ্ট কৰো ন
কৰিলো মই কৰিলো
ใครฮู้ด้วยอย่างยิงนะลุงขุนทุนูอยู่ก็แล้วเดี๋ยวมีก็แล้วบุญ
มีอย่างกุ้งไว้ค่ะเจ้าคุณท่านนุ่มมีอย่างกุ้งไว้เมื่อวันที่11ได้เป็นวันเกิดวันไหนปีนี้ได้จังเฮ็ดวันเกิด
อันพูดมาวัน11เนาะเขาเฮ็ดปอเฮ็ดลามฮับถึงมันเจ้าอยู่
ปีนี้เฮ็ดข้าวก็ว่าเปิ้นปัจจุบันนั่นแหละก็ได้เฮ็ดข้าวเฮ็ดกับซ่อมดีบัดที่จ้องไว้กับซ่อมที่จ้องก่อนลักไว้
เจ้าของเสีย
เขาคมเป็นกว่า
บาลูซ่อมกันนั่นเนาะ
กับซ่อมกันนั่นเนาะพี่น้องมีน้ำเยอะไหน
Waiting for Dr. Saisan Naik.
Dr. Saisan Naik. Maybe he busy or he forgot.
Dr. Saisan Naik เข้ามานั่งมีดิ้งในนอตในโฟรัมนั่น
ไปเข้ามาเด้อค่ะว่าไปมาหนูในเขาเดี๋ยว When we to make a call him okay make call him and asking him maybe he sometimes he forgot if he busy I will come back okay
আজান সোমবার দেব হেৰি মানস দা
জয়েন কৰি দিয়া
জয়েন কৰি
like to ask if Dr. Hemanta is joining the forum today.
Yeah, he already joined.
He's here. You can talk
he's
with
in the car.
He will listen you. Yeah, you can ask him anything.
Yes. And Raj Konwa, is he joining the forum as well?
Sorry, who?
Raj Konwa.
হেৰি কথা কৈছে
He's asking about some Rajkumar.
Is it Madhurya Rajkumar, sir?
Nang Ai Cheng Boria joining this forum. Nang Ai Cheng.
I sang down. I sang down. Yeah, her name is
She already joined.
Yeah, she already joined.
I see.
Ajan Sombat.
Sawadee krab. Namaskar. Yeah. I'm Sombat Mangmi Suksuri from Thailand.
Okay.
Namaskar to you all.
Dr. Saisang, I said he cannot log in. He also stay trying.
Okay.
Okay, he's trying, but he cannot join, right?
Yeah, he cannot join. He tried. I told him to use the link that just to come send to him. He also said he's still using that, but not working.
Internet line. Yes. Good morning. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
Rakesh da eya kun hoy aru ejon ahise ki accept koru
Accept কৰাচোন বাৰু এজন মেবি চাইছা নে কি হ'ব লাগে
জানো না নাম আহা নাই তো কি কাৰ হয়
মানে ngang internet khangtebo green khapeba
ৰশ্মি আকৌ আহিছে ইহঁতি কি হ'ল এবাৰ
Mistekia.
ৰশ্মিয়া
হেৰি আহিলে
আহিলে সব
তুৰুং আজাও আহিলে
আৰম্ভ কৰি দিয়ক দাদা তেওঁ কাৰণ জয়েন
টাইম বাৰু আছে আৰু 5 মিনিট মান ৰৈ লওঁ
ওকে ঠিক আছে আপুনি মোক কব কেতিয়া শেয়াৰ কৰিব লাগিব মই ইউটিউবৰ হেৰিটো
What is your time now in Assam?
It's 2:28.
30.
From Burma 1 hour. Now in Burma 3:38.
Here in Australia, it's 6:30 now.
In the evening.
6:30. So about 3 to 4 hours difference. Time zone.
Okay, chai.
Okay.
শুনিছে আপুনি
ইউটিউবৰ সেটিংস মই কৰি আছো
ওকে মই হেইটো লাইভ হেৰি হৈ আছে বাট আপোনালোকে হে শেয়াৰ কৰি দিলে হ'ব আৰু আমাৰ যে সেক্ৰেটাৰি চিফ সেক্ৰেটাৰি তো তেওঁ আজি আহিব নোৱাৰিব আপোনাক কোনোবা সেক্ৰেটাৰি এজনে হে কৰি দিলে হ'ব জইন সেক্ৰেটাৰি
কোন আহিলে তে
Username নাই
এতিয়া আহিলে
চাইছে নাই আহিলে ওকে
ঠিক আছে কৰি দিলো
ওকে এতিয়াতো সকলো আহিলে প্ৰায়
ওকে এটা স্টার্ট কৰি দিয়ক
সুকাম এই ইয়াত্ৰাসাম
লাসংখা উলং
হ্যালো
Sokha
সুকাম
কক
এই ইয়াত্ৰাসাম দয়ৰ অডিওটো অহা নাই বুলি কৈছে চোৱাচোন অফ হৈছে তাত
তেওঁ অডিও সেটিং টু অফ অডিও সেটিংছত গৈ পিনে হেৰি কৰিব
চাওচাং কোন হয় দাদা চাওচাং
পদম চাওচাং চাগে
পদম চাওচাং
আহিলে হৈ গ'ল
হেল্ল' আপুনি সেটিংছত গৈ পেলাই
হৈ গ'ল মাহঁতৰ ভিডিঅ' আহিছে হা মাক ভিডিঅ'টো কি ভইচটো হেৰি কৰি দিয়া মিউটটো আনমিউট কৰি দিবা যেতিয়া কথা কবা
কৰিলে ন
শুনিছো এতিয়া শুনিছো ঠিকে আছে
শুনিছা
শুনিছো এতিয়া
আপোনাৰ ভিডিঅ'টো আপুনি সেটিংসটো আকৌবাৰ হেৰি কৰকচোন অন অফ কৰি দিয়কচোন আকৌ নাই হেৰি এটা আছে আপোনাৰ অডিও আৰু ভিডিঅ' দুটা অপচন আছে এই অডিওটো অন কৰি পেলাই আকৌ অফ কৰি দিয়কচোন অন অফ কৰি দিয়ক সেইটো হৈছে সেইটো কল অভাৰ ইণ্টাৰনেট
মাহঁতৰ এতিয়া মিউট কৰি দিয়া মাতটো বহুত আহি আছে মিউট কৰি দিয়া এতিয়া
মিউট
বহুত মাতটো আহি আছে নাই হোৱা মিউট কৰাচোন তাতে মিউট আৰু আনমিউট এটা অপচন আছে মিউট কৰা
মিউট কৰি
নাই হোৱা ৰবা দাদা আৰম্ভ কৰি দিয়ক যদি এনেকে মাতিবা খালি যেতিয়া চবে কথা কৈ থাকিব নহলে বহুত মাত আহিছে সুখাম দা স্টার্ট কৰক
ওকে সুকাম লাইভটো হে কৰি দিয়া শেয়াৰ কৰি দিয়া
মই লাইভ হে কৰি থৈছো আপোনালোকে শেয়াৰ কৰিলে হ'ব আপোনালোকে শেয়াৰ কৰি দিয়ক কৰিছে টিমিটা তুমি শেয়াৰ কৰা
বিটা শেয়াৰ কৰি দিয়া ফেচবুক লাইভ
মানে সকলোৱে কৰক আৰু শেয়াৰটো যিমানে পাৰে মানে
ল্যাপটপ ইউজাৰ খিনি পাৰিব শেয়াৰ কৰিব ওকে
মই আপোনালৈ মই আগবঢ়াই দিম হা ৰাকেশ ছাৰ
পেমটি আছে ন
আপুনি যেহেতু সেক্ৰেটাৰী আপুনি তাৰপিছত পেমটি চাইলে হেৰি কৰি দিব
পিএমচি হিচাপত তাৰপিছত ওলাই
হ'বনে তাৰপিছতে পেমটি
তুমি ফৰৱাৰ্ড কৰি দিয়া পেমটি চেক ডাইৰেক্ট ফৰৱাৰ্ড কৰি দিয়া
হা
পেমটি চেক ডাইৰেক্ট ফৰৱাৰ্ড কৰি দিয়া পেমটি চেক ডাইৰেক্ট হেৰি কৰি দিয়া
ওকে পেমটি চাই আছে নে
নহলে পছন্দ চাই দি দিয়া
হেৰি আমাৰ আমি ইন্ট্ৰোডাকশনটো
পেমটি চাই আছে নে বাৰু
জয়েন কৰি ল'ব দিয়া কল কৰিছো
আহিছিলে কিন্তু
আছিলে
মাহঁতৰ বহুত আহিছে ভইচ এতিয়া নাই কৰা মিউট তোমাৰ বহুত আহি আছে এতিয়া
পেমটি চেক ফোন কৰিছো
তেওঁ কিন্তু জয়েন হৈ আছে পেমটি চাই কিন্তু তেওঁ ভিডিঅ' দেখা নাই মই মোক আৰু বিচাৰিও পোৱা নাই বহুত বিচাৰিব লগা হৈছে
পোষ্ট কৰিছা নি
হয় ক্ৰছ কৰিছে আছে
हेलो सर एड হল আপনি এড হলে মাত্ৰ অহা নাই আপুনি হেৰি কৰকচোন আপুনি যিটো হেৰিটো কল অভাৰ ইণ্টাৰনেটত আহিব সেইটো অডিঅ'টো অন অফ কৰি পেলাই এবাৰ অন এবাৰ অফ কৰি পেলাই কল অভাৰ ইণ্টাৰনেট আহিছে মাত্ৰ অহা নাই আপোনাৰ সুখাম হেল্ল' সুখাম
এক মিনিট আইক স্যার কল কৰিছে মোক এক মিনিট
সুখাম এই পেমটি চাই
Yeah. Now we will start our program. But yeah. I can see you. Yeah, we will introduce now. Hello. Yeah. But I couldn't see your video. But got you. But I couldn't see your video. Yeah. You already joined, but we. Yes.
ৰাকেশ দা এবাৰ আপোনালোকৰ পেজত এটো শেয়াৰ কৰি দিব হা হেৰিটো ফেসবুক পেজত মোৰ পেজত ৰাকেশ দা
Okay,
I think you didn't on the video, your camera.
start কৰিব লাগিছিলে এতিয়া
তিমিটা মই এডমিন কৰি দিছো
Yes, yes. Okay, now we will start our program.
Rakesh. Okay. শুনিছো এতিয়া ছাৰ শুনিছো কেমটি যায় শুনিছো
আহিছে হৈ গ'ল এতিয়া ষ্টাৰ্ট
ভিডিঅ'টো অহা নাই আপোনাৰ
ভিডিঅ' নহলেও আহিছে ভিডিঅ' অন আছে তো
আছে ভিডিঅ' অন আছে
ঠিক আছে ওকে আহিছে ভইচ
আহিছে ন এতিয়া আৰম্ভ কৰি দিওঁ
হৈ গ'ল ষ্টাৰ্ট
পাৰি
তিমিটাক মই কো-এডমিন কৰি দিছো ইণ্ডিয়ান টাইপৰ মই
আৰু হেৰি কৰা গোটেইখিনিকে মিউট কৰি দিলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি
তুমি মিউট কৰি দিয়া
গোটেইখিনিকে কৰি দিওঁ
মিউট আপুনি কৰি দিয়ক মিউট অল কৰি দিয়ক
ভিডিঅ'টো অন কৰি অফ কৰি দিওঁ
Sawadee krap, Masung Tangsing krap. So today in the international webinar that has been organized by Indian Thai Forum, we welcome you all to our webinar. And now I want to pass to our director, our director Pemti Guhai. Pemti Jai. Pemti Jai. Hello, Pemti Jai.
Hello.
Hello, Pemti Jai.
Musana. Sukham.
দেখাব লাগে
আহা নাই তেওঁৰ মাত তেওঁক আনমিউট কৰি দিয়ক দাদা
মাত গৈছে নাই
মই আনমিউট তেওঁক কৈ ওকে Pemti Jai.
কওক
মোৰ মাত গৈছে
আহিছে
শুনা পাই আছে এতিয়া ক'ব পাৰে
ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰক
হয় আপুনি ক'ব পাৰে ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিব পাৰে এতিয়া আপুনি হয় Pemti Jai কওক
Hello. Hello. Hello.
দাদা কি হৈছে
Hello.
কোনে হেল্ল হেল্ল এটো কাৰ মাত আহি আছে হেল্ল
নৱজ্যোতি নৱৈ
যদি চেম্পিয়ন হেৰিটো অহা নাই অপচনটো অহা নাই মিউট অপচনটো
তেওঁ এবাৰ আনমিউট কৰিছিলে
তোমালোকে চোৱাচোন
বাট টেমথি হেৰি তেওঁৰ মাতটো অহা
Pemti
নাই
Chai, we are waiting for you, Pemti Chai.
Hello. Okay, I see.
Hi, Pemti Chai.
Hello.
দাদা বহুত দেৰি হৈ গৈছে নহয় বাবু ৰৈ আছে বাকী বছৰ
হয় এতিয়া Pemti Chai আহিব পৰা নাই
সিহঁতক ভিডিঅ' দেখা পোৱা নাই
হয় Pemti Chai বাবু দেখা পোৱা নাই
আৰু মাতো নাই দেই কানেক্টিভিটি প্ৰব্লেম আছে নে
Pemti পাইছো এইটো মই ৱেট কৰিছো হয় ওকে ওকে Pemti Chai মই দিছো
চেঞ্জ কৰা নাই যদি মাতটো শুনিয়ে
আহিছে
ওকে
আহিলে আনমিউট হৈ গ'ল এতিয়া কথা ক'লেই হ'ল আহি
হয় Pemti Chai আপুনি কওক
ভিডিঅ' আহিছে নেকি ওকে
ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰক নেটৱৰ্ক বেয়া
একো শুনা নাই কিন্তু
নেটৱৰ্কটো বেয়া হেতু কাৰণে মাতটো ক্লিয়াৰলি অহা নাই
মাতটো অহা নাই একেবাৰে
হেৰি Pemti Chai আপোনাৰ মাতটো অহা নাই নেটৱৰ্কটো আপোনাৰ প্ৰব্লেম হৈ আছে Pemti Chai
ভিডিঅ'বোৰ অন কৰিব লাগিব কেনেকৈ
কি সব বেছিকে সবৰে ভিডিঅ' অন হৈ থকাৰ কাৰণে নেটৱৰ্কৰ হেৰি হৈছে নেকি তেওঁ আৰু হেতু হ'ব পাৰে
অন অফ কৰি দিওচোন মই ক্লোজ নকলে
ওকে মই ভিডিঅ'টো অফ কৰি দিছো মোৰ ভিডিঅ'হে অফ হোৱা নাই কি হৈছে এতিয়া হেং পৰিস্মিতা বুঢ়াগোহাঁই একচেপ্ট কৰো দাদা নাম
কৰি থাকিবা খালি Pemti Chai বাবু মাতটো অহা নাই Pemti Chai হয় হয় আহিছে
ওকে আহিছে
นั่งกันหน่วยเนื่อนเก่าเอา6 วันโตอังโตอินเดียไปโครามมาเฮ็ดเวบินาร์ในออนหนาปีอาคิงส่งเฮง
একো শুনা নাই কিন্তু আপোনালোকে শুনিছেনে?
মই নাই শুনা, একো শুনা নাই।
মই একো শুনা নাই, একেবাৰে সাইলেন্ট ফুলি।
নেটৱৰ্ক প্ৰব্লেম।
নাই দাদা আপুনি ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰি আৰু নেক্সট কোন আছে ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰি দিয়ক নেকি
হেৰি
পিছত
প্ৰসন্ন
যেতিয়া
ছাৰ আপুনি ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰি দিয়ক নেকি? প্ৰসন্ন ছাৰ
আনমিউট কৰি লওক প্ৰথমতে।
মই আনমিউটে আছো।
নহয় এই
এতিয়া আপোনাৰ ভিডিঅ'টো পাইছো। পেমটি যায়। আপোনাৰ আকৌ মিউট হৈ গ'ল, পেমটি যায়।
মই আৰম্ভ কৰি দিওঁ নি?
ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰি দিয়ক।
Good afternoon to all of you. My Shankha from India. So I welcome you all to this webinar here conducted by the India Thai Forum. It's nice to see lots of research scholars here along with lots of Thai enthusiasts who are here to witness about our Thai dialect and Thai culture. That is our main topic on the webinar. That in context with the Thais of Northeast India. So this is the first webinar being organized by India Thai Forum. So we are just here as Thai. We got 6 communities here. Along with one is the Thai live from Manipur. So in Assam, we got whole Thai community, except in Manipur, that is one Thai, that is the Thai live. We are quite happy that from Manipur also, Thai live community is attending this webinar. So it's a great, what to say, matter of happiness for us. From Assam, we got Thai Hamdi, Thai Hamyang, Thai Tulung, Thai Aitong, then Thai Phaki is there, then Thai Ahum. So these Thai communities are the Thai communities of northeast of India. So we are quite what to say, anxious and enthusiasm to know about what we are, who we are, then who we want to be. That let our younger generations know us that who we are first. That we know that we came from the same roots, same our root is there. So the branches they are spreading in different parts of the world. So one thing is that now we are thinking about our identity, our ethnic, our culture, our religion, or everything. So it is the point us to know who we are, who the Thais are. So it is what to say, very important for us to know about ourselves and let our new generations also think about the Thai, the mighty Thai, that one Thai in the world, it is the mighty Thai. We are holding our own culture, own traditions, maybe our language or dialect may be different, but still our practicing our own ethics, own religion, own what to say, systems, customs, traditions, etc. So today we are quite happy that we got Professor Saisan I from Yangon, that is the San Arts and Literacy Society. So we got such scholars. So at first, I would like to invite Dr. Saisan I to say something about the Thais, about us, about the whole Thai community. Session
session
unmute
ওলাই গ'ল
আকৌ ওলাই গ'ল নাই তো session নাই
Right. যেহেতু পেমটি চাই আহিছে পেমটি চাই
Okay.
পেমটি চাই আপুনি ক'ব পাৰে
নাই আকৌ আনমিউট হৈ আছে মিউট হৈ আছে মিউট হৈ আছে নেক্সট আৰু কোন আছে তেওঁক ক'লে
I think we are not getting that line. That is some kind of disruption in the network. So, being the moderator of the whole webinar, I would like to request Sankham Dangyo, that is from the San Art and Culture, Chiang Mai, Thailand, to say something. I think Sankham Dangyo is going to say something of the Dai people and the Dai martial art.
Yes.
Okay.
Mai sung kha. Mai sung kha ku ko kha. Mai sung kha. Hello. Here is afternoon. Yes. I think now I talk to Chai. I'm going to talk to about martial art. I think Shan martial art or something like that maybe important to Thai people or everywhere Thai people in the world should be understand Thai martial art, because in Thai martial arts we had activity or maybe action about the body, and it's a very good health and good for your mind. In the martial art, the name step by step when we learning it is many Shan languages or Thai languages when we talk together like this. Is it mu or maybe head? Is it hua or something like that? Because when I teach to the student, I tell to them, how is it your hand? Because mu that before I talked with Chai, they are called mu also. I also call mu. You also call mu. Is it important? Why I have to explain or why I have to talk about martial arts? Is it I want to connect Shan languages or Thai languages to be connecting on the world. Understand? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
And when we start, we separate your mind and your body, your health, and look like I exercise every day in the morning or in afternoon. If you learning and if you practice the martial arts, it look like you do exercise for your health. And after when we meeting, I'm going to teach online about my martial art step by step.
That's nice.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes. Because I write the book. I write my book. It is Shan martial art, also had in English. Had in English. And I'm going to share you after this. After we finish the meeting, I'm going to show you, or maybe I'm going to share you with you step by step when how to teach, how to learn, or how to dance. Or is it in the books? In my martial arts, is it many Thai languages to connecting every day. You are in our home in Shan State, Thai in Thailand, Thai in Laos, or Thai in China. Is it some word? Is it we are similar? We call the name. Is it like เสือลากหาง or maybe con or ดาบอะไร something like that. Is it if we can join, if I can learn, if I can teach you online, or maybe we can join the languages and the Thai languages. Is it we cannot, or we can connecting Shan community begin nearly together or something like that. Is it? I hope so. I hope in my mind is it like this. Because here I come here this morning also. I went to teach to them about martial art, and I talk in languages. Thai people also, they understand about my work in martial art, in martial name. Is it okay? ได้ยินไหมคะเจ้าโฮมค่ะได้ยินไหมศิลาได้ยินไหมชายได้ยินเยี่ยม everyone okay, maybe someone want to ask or something. Yes.
Me myself. Yeah, myself, I'm the moderator. Have you ever seen the martial art from Northeast, that is from Manipur, that is the Thang Ta? Thang Ta one Manipur. Have you ever heard Thang Ta? Thang Ta from Manipur. So, the famous martial art of India. I think Priya Kumar is listening also.
I cannot hear what is that mean. I can hear.
Yeah. Can you hear it now? Can you hear it now? Of course, we are listening you. Yeah. We can listen to you. Can you hear it now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we got one of the martial art that is from northeast of India. That is the Thang Ta. Thang Ta from Manipur. That is one of the northeastern states. It is where Thang Ta. Hang Ta
from Manipur.
Hang Ta. Yeah, Manipur. That is the martial art. Yeah, Thang Ta. I think Priya Kumar is also there. Yeah. So Thang Ta is one of the famous martial art from the Manipur, and I think that origin came from Tai Lai. That is now it is one of the major art form in Manipur state.
Because here in Thailand, is it many kind of Thai, look like Thai Yuan or something. When they dance martial art, when they learning martial art, or when someone interesting about martial art, and we teach and we sharing about martial art knowledge. Is it many of languages, many of action we call look together. like mess. Some I tell them how to connecting languages or how to connecting about Shan about Thai community languages when I depend on the word, the Thai word and Thai languages. I also understand about Manipula or something like that. But I just want to know what languages they speak and how look like hand, head, or hip or something like that. What they call that? I just writing a book. I need which one we same, which one we can connecting about the languages or something like that. Hello. Okay, if someone want to ask.
I think from Manipur, Priyakumar is listening. Can you speak Priyakumar about your Thangta that is from Manipur?
Angsa Manipula.
I'm
not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Maybe we can join first. I don't know what languages I can speak now. Yes, they can ask.
They can ask.
Yes.
Priyakumar to unmute kori dibo lagisil olop Priyakumar.
Okay, เดี๋ยวผมไปจ่ายได้ไหมครับโอเคเดี๋ยวผมไปให้นะครับ Hello.
They're not getting that what to say. You can go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yes. One thing when we meeting like this about martial art is it just showing you see how look like one step by step is it I want to know if you here is it. I write about my book is it that the Thai people come from, where is it the martial arts is beginning or something like that. Maybe I just talk about you about martial art is it for a little, but I depend on Thai languages. How can we connecting Thai languages together? Which one is it we talk with same thing or something like that? Okay.
Okay, sir. I have a question. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir? Hello.
มีใครอยากจะถามอะไรอีกไหมครับมีไม่ได้ถามซึ่งหือแทงค่ะ how
sir
to know
how there is a martial art in Thailand, it's called Karbi Kabong. Hello?
Yes, Karbi Kabong.
Is
Yes.
it related to Thai martial arts or is it related to Thai martial art?
Thai is it martial art in Thai is it Karbi Kabong is it in the middle of the Thailand is it they call Karbi Kabong. Karbi Kabong is it they teach it in the school also, but if some in like look like Ayutthaya or look they had one thing one more one more thing อากะปีกระบอง is it we call in Shan is it also we call Lycon quite similar in people in the Shan state.
The same martial art.
Yes. Is it one kind of martial art? Kapi kapong is it martial art?
Thank you, sir.
Is it same? Is it also in Shan also we call martial art, but they call kapi kapong. Is it by form? Yes.
Is it any martial art related to bow and arrow? Is it any martial art which is related to bow and arrow in Thai martial arts?
We call Lycon, and we have just by body, by hand, and one is it by con, is it by paw, and one more is it by sword, lai leo. Hello. ได้ยินไหมครับ
Okay, thank you, sir.
May I share something? Yeah. Right. So I want to share something that's the art I'm created for curriculum, and it is about the Thai people in Myanmar. And can you see it? And can you see? Can you all see my slide? Oh, can you see the slide of mine? Okay.
Okay.
I would like to share something about the my. Hello. Can I share my slide screen?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see my slide here?
No, you need to share it.
Okay. Right.
Can you able to share it, ma'am?
Yes, I'm trying to send my slide to you. That's I created. That's about the people in Shan State who live in Myanmar. Can you add something about my creator? I would like to share, but I didn't know how to share it.
There is an option in the, below your screen. It is written share screen. Yeah.
Yes.
From there you can share it.
Yes.
ได้ยินไม่ค่อยได้ยิน I didn't hear you อ๋อค่ะว่าคือกำหูค่ะ
ค่ะใครเนแค่พังหนึ่งอันไหนค่ะแค่พังค่ะจงหันค่ะหรือไหนค่ะค่ะใครเนค่ะค่ะแค่พังอันไหนไหนค่ะใครเนมัน
เป็นแค่พังอีสังหูค่ะ
দাদা বহুত বেছি হুলস্থুল হৈছে নেকি
แค่พังอันโฮสบันคาเช่ค่ะพาโฮสบันคาเช่ไหนก็ค่ะดิจังเช่ค่ะนะอันแค่พังค่ะจันไว้อันเจ้าเคยไต้อันอยู่ในเมืองมันไหนค่ะ ตัวเหลียวในคาหาเช่เนี่ยมันจังเช่ค่ะเนาะสครีมค่ะ
อ๋อค่ะอ๋อค่ะมันเป็นแค่ภาคอีสานกับผู้ค่ะเจ้าเคลื่อนอะไรค่ะ
อ๋อเจ้าเครือใต้อันอยู่ในเมืองมันค่ะ
อ๋อค่ะ
อ๋อค่ะจองหันค่ะหันค่ะเนาะ
หันค่ะ
อ๋อค่ะฟ้องไหนค่ะจังเช่ค่ะฟ้องไหน
มันเป็น
โอเค
จองหันจองหันค่ะหันข่าวเนาะกำไรค่ะดิ
ให้ได้ยินพัง
ค่ะค่ะดิเช่ไหนมันจะอันไหนค่ะอันไหนค่ะจองหันค่ะอันไหน
อ๋อค่ะ
ค่ะมันจะเช่อันไหนค่ะค่ะดิเช่อันกูเกิดเอาไหนหันยาวค่ะอันไหนจองหันค่ะแค่ฟังค่ะ okay, and I will catch and right. That is my picture that I'm drawing, and at the note from that side is about the Shan community group Dialect, Thai Sa, Thai Kamti, stay in northern Myanmar, and in eastern and east northern Shan state here is Thai Mao, Thai Nữ, who live in northern Shan state. And in Eastern Shan State, here is Thai Khun, and Thai Khun live in Eastern Shan State. And in the South Stand is a Thai Long. And here is the big stone monument that is called Pin Long Stone. And here is the first president of Myanmar, Chao Sui Tek. This is a busy picture that I create for the children when we teach our culture, Thai traditional to the youth, to the children, and we created like this and explain about the picture to the children, and let them learn what the picture means, and let them know about our culture and our community, our relation, something like this. It is my idea, and just creating and not has been taught yet, and we are trying to dot in coming 2 years. And we are not perfect yet, just testing. And if you see something is not perfect in my picture, and you can give comment or suggest me something like this. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. A nice representation. That is. Can you hear me? Yeah, Deborah.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a nice presentation of the whole Thai community. That's really nice.
Yes.
So one thing is that before going, if one speaker used to elaborate everything or conversation, he will finish. Then let someone ask or clarify some questions. Then after that, I will switch on to next or like that. Then that will be more good, isn't it? Otherwise, there will be some chaosness of the whole speakers that who is telling what or like that.
Yes.
Like so that is nice that Mr. Jamia, he told lots about this Thai martial arts or like yes, martial arts is a part of our culture. Then it is quite what to say important. I have seen lots of these Southeast Asian countries they practice in martial arts from what to say Japan, Korea, China, then Thailand, then from our northeast representing our own Thai that is the we got Manipur who are practicing this that is martial art that is the Thangka. So that is good. And after that we have seen you that showing some representative figures of the whole Thai communities in different what is it, topographical and geographical locations. That is quite great. Yeah, that is a representation. Yeah, that is a, so one day I think that whole Thai communities they will be what to say in our one globe. That is that they will be what to say bounded together with the string of love, unity, everything with their own cultures. Now myself want to say that in this webinar we have already discussed little by little. So something about this dialect and culture, language, or everything. So from Assam, we the Thai homes being myself the moderator, then I'm also an ethnomusical. I would like to show you some what to say musical instruments. What we are doing. I can show you. Yeah, this one. This is the traditional say bean. That is the fiddle instrument. You can see that is the traditional bean. So sometimes in our culture we used to sing lots of songs with this bean or like you can hear the sound or like this. Yeah. You can see. So this is the fiddle instrument, one string instrument. So sometimes we used to sing different songs or like this. That is the part of our culture. So before switching on to our next speaker, I would like to play a little bit of and we'll elaborate what I am thinking. Yeah. It is like this. For us, that is for our Thai Ahom community in Assam. So Bihu is our main festival. That is the spring festival. In this song I have told that Lahe Lahe Bihu Kundhale. Slowly from which direction Bihu is coming, isn't it? From east, from west, from north, from south, Bihu is coming. So it is like that. So this is one of the musical instruments. Then
what do you call?
This is called as bin. Bin.
Pin.
Bin, bin. Bin. B-I-N, bin, yeah. That is a fiddle instrument, bowing instrument. You can see this is made from coconut shell. This is made from coconut shell. You can see this one here. This is the one of the instruments. So I think our speaker Session Ike is here. I think third Session Ike is there. I can see.
Yeah,
okay.
There is Ajahn Saisanai.
I think in our language we got ting tom, ting tom. สำใจใครติงต้มค่ะนะ
มันใจค่ะมันไข่เหมือนตลอไตค่ะตลอหมักอุ่นนั่นว่านั่นค่ะแต่เพราะว่าเป็นของอีสานในเขาก็ห้องพินเหมือนกันค่ะพิน PIN พินThis I saw in ไต้อีสานไต้ลาว
Yeah. This is BIN,
They also
B.
call pin.
Pin. We call it this bin. Bangkok bin, B. BIN. Pin. For us, bin.
Yes.
Bin.
Yeah.
That is there. So I think that little bit geographical distance, then it is structural differences, something is there, and the name also little bit something different or like this. But the pattern of what to playing is same like this. Yeah. So I think Saisan Ike is there or not? Sir Saisan Ike?
Yeah.
Yes, he is there.
I'm going to show you one thing when I dancing this day my Yes.
Nice.
Great. That's great.
It's very good. Yeah.
Is it many kind of look like sword dance or something like that? Is it many kind of them in martial art also? Here is okay. ได้ยินไหมครับ I'm going to show you in sword dance. This is by sword.
Yes.
Is it in YouTube? Yes. Maybe the next time, or maybe after we had meeting, I'm going to share you. I'm going to share you about my book on ebook. You can copy from my Facebook.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Sankham. I will be coming to you after some time. Right now we got
Yes, yes, because I cannot.
Yeah. We can see you. We can.
Yes,
we can get
I'm going to send on my Facebook, and you can share from the child.
Okay.
Chao
That's
Sukham.
nice.
Okay.
Thank you. I will be coming again to you. So right now we got
Yes,
Hukun
yes.
home from Darwin, Australia. So Home sir will give an overview of correlation between Tai San and Tai Ahum of Northeast. That is that. Okay. Now over to Hukun home, sir.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Can you hear everybody? Yes. ไม่สงค่ะกูก็
ไปสงขลาลูก ค่ะ
Yeah.
Video is not coming. Hello, video is not coming.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but it's not coming.
Video is not coming.
Can you hear now?
We can hear.
Yes.
I can hear.
Yes. Can you hear now?
Yes.
Briefly, I just want to mention that our Thai language actually goes back to China, because when we all left China from Guangxi about 3 to 4,000 years ago, this is because of a war, of course. We separate from one another and settle down in Southeast Asia, all over the place. I mean, yeah. And I have a little bit of time to study the correlationship between these languages. When you go to basic words like fire, in Shan we call it pai, yeah. And then in Thai also they say fai. I don't know in Assam, how do you say that in Thai home? I don't know. Also fire, I think. Take the basic words like water, nam, yeah, nam. Yes, in Shan we call it nam, but Thai say the tone is slightly longer, but the same actually vocal. Nam longer, yeah, nam. Because when you talk about dialect is actually meaning that it's a variations of language due to geographic locations. This is my understanding. I don't know what do you understand.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Dialect means actually every language has got a dialect. Whether you take it German, for example, German has got different language dialect. They call it Hamburg dialect, Northern dialect, and then Munich, another dialect. If you take German, right? And in English also you have dialect as well. So many dialects, and so I mean in Shan language or in Thai language also I think you expect to have many dialects. So sometimes you can't understand each other from this dialect unless you actually put them in scripts. When you put it in the scripts, then you come to know that the phonetic is the same. The root of the phonetic is the same. So this is what I actually want to mention about the correlationship. I think if we want to study in depth, more deeply, then I think we have to actually also produce the scripts, language scripts, because in Shan language, in Thai language, there are so many variations. Yeah, Tongok is another one language, and then in Shan we have two languages. One is the classic one. In those days, in olden days, it's not dead. You got to actually you have to actually adapt. It's not dead. The language is not dead. And in the olden fashion one, old language, olden Shan language, I can read and write old Shan language, but the modern Shan is actually slightly beyond me. I can still read modern Shan and then come to the same conclusions, of course. in the olden days, they have written all these Shan language, old Shan, like old-fashioned Shan, yes. And you need a special person, professional person, to actually read them. We call Sare Long, but that is a specialist who can read a classic Shan, classic Shan. And of course, recently, we need to actually streamline all these languages, the variations, because Jam just mentioned that in Shan State alone, we have so many Shans there. Tai Nu, Tai Lu, Tai Kun, and all that. And so many tones, you know, when you listen to them, very, very difficult to understand. When I listen to the Tai Kam Ti, you know, I don't understand them. But if you put it in the word, in scripts, then you understand them. You know that it actually comes from Hebrew. But if you listen to them by tone, Tai Kam Ti and Tai Shan is quite different. I can't understand them. That's and then Tai Lu and Tai Kun also. Well, I went to Kunming and I listened to this Tai Kun, you know, Tai Kun, Tai Ship Chong Pana and all that, and very difficult. But Tai Ship Chong Pana and Thai, you know, Thai language are the same. I think it's nearly the same because I saw these I saw these Thai Ship Chong Pana. Looking at the TV, you know, Thai TV. I said, do you understand them? Oh, yes, I understand Thai language. So it must Thai Ship Song Pana and Thai Kun, Thai Keng Tung and Thai Lu, no? And then Thai. Yeah, these are the same actually. Yeah. There's a correlation, but if you want to study in depth, I think we have to actually put it in scripts. And P. Sankam said that he has got the book written there. I think we should actually study that one and use English media as a media for understanding all these the different variations. You know, English would be good as a media between all these variations. I don't know whether you agree with me or not. I think that we have to go through that. Yeah. So that's what I want to mention. Yeah. So I talked to Sankam a while ago. Sankam, he speak my language, and Jam also speak my language, and then Ying also speak my language from Central Shan State. You know, Ying. I speak to Ying. I speak to Jam. I met Jam in last show, and so. So we share common root of language, and the tonal language also is the same. I think Jam, myself, Jam, Bisankam, and Ying, and here I think four of us have got the same tonal language. So we have no problem in understanding each other. But if we actually want to revive, say, Taya home. If we want to revive Thai home, I think it's possible to do it. But then we have to use English as a media to correlate this language, different language. This is what I want to emphasize. That's all. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Kun Home from Darwin.
Yes.
I think from Darwin. I think you might have made what to say. All these people that is from Northeast, that is Thai, Hampi, Thai, Ahom, Thai. Then Thai Lai is also there from Manipur. So,
yes.
Yeah.
We can come together. Yeah.
Yeah, you can come together. And I think from that is the Lathrop University, Stephen Moray is there, isn't it? You might have met him, Sir Stephen Moray.
Oh yeah, there's Dr. Stephen Moray. Yes,
Dr. Stephen Moray. So he's also doing quite lots of work on this linguistic. That is great works. So I think you both in Australia. So last time I was in 2018. I was in Australia. He met me in Australia India Institute. So I had a lecture demonstration there. So I met him there. So he's a man of great resource person. Then about this thing that we all Thai, we got millions of Thai, because within the millions of Thai, we got lots of clans. So can't it be possible that one common language, like for example, one common language among the Thai, so we can promote. You all, the one common language that is the because
like,
dialects is different or like this, but we need one common language to communicate.
That's correct. Yeah, dialect
Yes,
is
sir.
actually
For
varies with
example,
region.
yeah.
We
The
vary with
dialect
the
with the
region.
region, it difference from there's tonal, what to say, expression is also different. The
Yeah,
accent
yeah.
also different. So I
Accent,
think
yes.
within our whole Thai community, we have to develop one common language so that
that's correct.
We can communicate with each other.
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
For example,
It's a
if
lot
we
of
can
work,
develop
but can be
one,
done. Yeah,
that can be done.
done.
Yeah,
Can be done. Yeah.
Then sending all these faculties to every corner of the globe with
Yeah.
that language, so that our young generations will speak in that common language to all
Yeah,
Thai.
that's correct. Yes, I
That
think
will be
we
then
have to
only
work
one time.
together. I think
Yes,
regional
yes.
Shan leaders or Thai
Yes,
leaders
yes, sir.
have to come together. I mean the scholars, yeah. I mean
yes,
Thai
the scholars,
scholars
yes, sir.
from
I have
Thai
seen,
Home, from Thai Life, from Thai Lu, Thai Kun, all these come together in one. There should be another forum, special forum.
Yes,
conference.
exactly. So last time in Poipimau Thai in last show in 2018, James was there also. We have seen lots of scholars are there. So if whole scholars will come together and think of a common language within
Common
our
language,
Thai,
yes.
then that
Yes.
will be the mode of communication. Let English
That's
be the
correct.
supportive media. First, then English
Yeah.
should be the supportive media.
Yeah, we have to
Yeah.
use one media, and it's a
Yeah,
English
that
is
is the
probably the
English.
best. Yeah.
Support.
Yeah.
So thank
not
you.
Indian, not Hindu, not
no,
Myanmar,
no.
not Chinese. We have to use English as an
Yeah.
international
Okay.
media.
Exactly. So I think that we must create a way for our new generation so that they can speak. For example, if
Yeah.
someone from Northeast will go to Thailand or Myanmar, at least he can
That's
speak in
correct.
that common language or like this.
That's
Not
correct.
other. First, we have
Yeah.
to go with a supportive media language that is the English. So that will
Yes,
be the
yes.
great for if persons like you, Stephen Murray, and lots of there from San Art and Literature Society is there, then that will be great. What to say, achievement for the San
Yeah.
people, for the Thai people.
This is the reason
And
why
then only there will be one Thai in the world. That is
Yeah.
one
This
Thai.
is the
That
reason why I emphasize my people, my people in Shan State and the children. They have to actually learn English language. They have to master English language first, because we are going to use English as a media for developing common Shan language, Thai language. I mean, international Thai language. We have to use one media, and this is English. I don't know. We can use also Thai. I think I don't know. This is depending on the comedy. I mean, comedy or members who probably prefer. I don't know which one. I think we have to choose something international language, and this can be done. I think we need another conference.
Yes, sure.
Probably. Yeah, we need another conference. Which
it is just the opening, just the what is the beginnings of the from Indian Thai Forum. Then we are insisting on that what to say thinking or like this. So thank you, Kun Hom. I'll be coming to you again. So now I would like to request Dr. Seshan Ayak sir to speak something, because he is a man of what to say great resource person. So I would like to request Dr. Seshan Ayak to speak something about our topic. Dr. Seshan Ayak. And one more, I would like to request what to say to our viewers or the participants in the webinar. If they want to ask some question, they can just put the message in the chat box or like this. Okay, thank you. Then Dr. Seshan Ayak.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
But it looks like I have lost the picture. Oh, it's back.
Yes, sir, now you're coming.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Nice to meet you all. I'm glad we have got a piece of information I would like to share with you. Have focused on this eunuch or yun for some time. I talked to my King Tung friends. I told them you were Yun people, and it sounds so funny in their ears. They said no. But when I showed them the Burmese Ukla Chronicle, there it mentions that Yunuk country comprising 5 Jing, Jing Tung, Jing Hung, Jing Hai, Jing Xian, Jing Mai, all these are Yun. So this Yunuk word has been mentioned in Jing Mai Chronicle and Lanna Chronicle. In there, it also mentioned that many waves of ancestor worshipping Tai with arts of governing and agriculture moved south. Many waves of them. First, they moved down and found that first Yun kingdom. This first Yun kingdom, they called it Meng Ngun Yang. Literally, country, silver, and have. Actually, it want to say a wealthy country. This Meng Ngun Yang today is known as Chingshen in Laos. This is the history some in 5th century. And we have to combine with Hinduites, Haripun Chai. Haripun Chai is a country, a moon country. It's just south of Lan Na. In the Indian high school history book, it tells us that Indian traders doing business with Sunabhumi, Southeast Asian East Coast, above 100 AD. So it has been the Muns and the Brahmans, they have been living together. And the Brahmans helped the Muns to have their script. It was 35 alphabets, about 500 AD. And at about the same time, one more wave from northern Thai, Lan Chao, came to Ngun Yang. When they arrived there, the Lan Na Ngun Yang, they are already Buddhist. So they accepted Buddhism there like others. Since they are ancestor worshippers, they cannot forget their ancestor worshipping. So sort of their Buddhism is ingrained with some ancestor worshipping cultures. After they become Buddhists here, they suddenly remember their friends and relatives in their old hometown. They want to go back and give it to them. So they went back. In the Chinese this book here, they said the Thai people, they came up from Yun country and started a temple in Cheng Hung, 12 Panna, in 8615. Not only this book, many Chinese books mention that Thai people there became Buddhists around 600 AD. The point I want to make is the Thai script and Buddhism is not separable. They are together. So here, this Thai group, after saying in Jeng Sen, they come back to Sipsong Panna. They brought back the Thai Yun. In Thailand, they call them Yunok, but here the local people call them Yun Buddhism. And the script they brought with them is called Yun script. It has 42 alphabets. So now we know that this is all based on Sanskrit. They need all the help from Brahmins. And what happened with this Yun script is it borrowed many words from the Mun's earlier Mun script, and also borrowed the numerical figures from the Mun's. But now their alphabet has 42 in number. So this Yun script, after it arrived, Sipsong Panna, it has become the mother of all Shan scripts. This is the first one. This is 8615. It cannot be wrong now. It could be earlier, not later. But what happened is this script is meant to be used in the temple for chanting, for reciting Dhamma. So people has to learn 42 words. It takes too long. It's a bit difficult. So the name called it Lik Tham. It means that it is meant to use in the temple. It's meant to use on the Dhamma. It's okay with the Dhamma. But when it comes to the laymen, lay people, it's a little bit difficult for them. So here come in the Meng Mao. Meng Mao was a big country, started about 500 AD. But in the Mongol dynasty, it divided this Shan country into 10 separate administration. Each administration has its own lot, their name or their dynasty. Kham, Tao, Lao, Pa, Tu, Pang, Xiang, Nai, Lai. So they become 10 administration within the same place. Now this script is in Sipsong Panna. Sipsong Panna also officially in Yunnan. So as soon as the this culture, not only the script, the culture of Buddhism and the culture of some other cultures coming with the Buddhism. In the Shantu, you will see that using the sand, made it in the form of cheti. And you have this puja shumlo, you offering firewood to the Lord Buddha in the winter. And during the holy, your side, this side they call it Songkran, just offering water. So this offering water also come with this Yun Buddhism to Sipsong Panna. So all are so new and it becomes so popular. It is like Pa Nong Chom Nam, fish will like fresh water. So they are happy with the new culture. They are very happy with it. And it spread to the all other Thai Shan state, even to the Butao, like the wildfire, because they speak the same language. So this has been become very popular. So here we have to make the conclusion that when Buddhism comes, the script follow. So at the time they use all this Yun script in all the temples. Those are living with us. You will notice the Wa people, and Pulong people. And they use the same script, this term script, in their temple. But now it comes that layman people want to use it at home. So in AD 800, Chao Wu Ting in Meng Mao, he said, oh, it's a bit difficult for the layman. Okay, we better simplify it. So this Sanskrit ka 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 nga, they remove two similar words. They leave only ka ka nga. So it becomes 3. From the 42, 18 has been left. So from AD 800, you have got this lik tu ngok. It's rather like bean sprout. That's why they call it lik tu ngok. 18 alphabets. Of course, there's no tongue mark. In the old days, you don't need tongue marks because the writers, they write in poems. When you write in poems, practically tone mark is not necessary. It rhymes with itself. But with tone mark, it will be better, yeah, of course. We can't blame the old generation that they don't have the tone mark because it wasn't necessary for them then, because all the writings are in poems. So it was okay for them. So from then on, they use this 18 for the administrative purpose. The 42 alphabet still used at the temple to write all this Pali, all the chanting, all the Tama. So there are two types of writing, but it comes from the same source. It comes from this 42. It's the same one. But one point is in this bean sprout writing, Tungok writing, there is no na. There's only la. Because those people in Meng Mao at the time, they pronounce na and la, the same thing, the same one. Like when you say water, usually today, now they call it nam. But in the early day, it was Meng Mao, it was lam. When you want to say milk, they saw it lam lom. But now today people call it nam nom. So at the time they use only la. That's why this bean sprout character script has no na in it. There's only la. But it's understood it can be la or it can be na. So one, we can think about this lampun lampang in Thailand. I checked with my Moon friends. They have no meaning. So in the old day, could be this old people moving south. They use their name given to the river. So Lampun Lampang practically is Nampun Nampang. So the old time, when you notice the word la, you can make the judgment that, okay, this is the old one. Now we have come to this we have got a script now. We have got a script. What happened is the Mongols have divided this Meng Mao into 10 administrative regions. Then Sir Khanpa appeared. He started his own administrative name, Sir Khanpa, in 1311. So he wanted to unite all this, not to be separated. So practically he did it. He conquered them all with his younger brother. So all the 10 administration become under him. So when we talk about the administration, you must have war conflict with your neighbors. Now he's fighting war with Mongols. Mongols were repelled twice because Sir Khanfa has a very big 100 elephant strong and well trained. This the Mongol they do not have. And he is very good in diplomacy. The Mongol people sent their ambassador to him, talk to him. He was very polite with them, diplomatically. But as soon as the ambassador left, he would follow his own program. And he will use counterintelligence. He tried to have this Mongols soldier uniform. So he duplicate this Mongol uniform into hundreds, post it on the trees, and they train the elephant. As soon as the elephant see these clothes and this color, he will rush, jump, attack immediately. That's why Mongols cannot stand him. This is I would like to mention is the administration, a country. The Thai people, they do have this feudal system. So when you have this feudal system, you have to show the proof that you have war with your neighbor, always. And you have diplomatic relation. So over there, you cannot escape Chinese, you cannot escape Mongols. So he has this war with Mongols after Mongol 1368, and the Ming dynasty come in. So his war never ceased. His whole life has been fighting war, the whole life. So some will ask, now this Zeeland capital is only 2 miles one side, about 4 miles square. How can he control all this land, all this big land? He has no time to do all this. So all those conquered 10 administrative Shan area become his second administrative office. So his life, his whole life has been war all the time. So the migration of Zhao Shikafa is within his period. And how the Lik Thu Ngok become rounded. From 8800, we have been using this Lik Thu Ngok. Even Xian Vi Zhao Pa, his decree is written in Lik Thu Ngok. Zhao Xiang No Pa used to go to Mandalay during Min Dong period. At the time, Mr. Mark, the Roman Catholic priest, has been helping his royal families, teaching them English. the Lower Burma, they already have this Burmese printing, but Upper Burma, they have none. So this Mr. Mark helped Burmese King Min Dong to set up one Burmese printing. As Sian Vi Sao Pa, Zhao Xiang No Pa, often go over to Mandalay Min Dong, he saw this Burmese printing. So he thought that, oh, if we need to print our Thai script, we have to do the same. At the time, all the Burmese words are in rounded form. So he thought that this has to be done in rounded form. So he came back in 1860. He gathered his writers. He asked them to translate Sian Vi Chronicle, already written in Thongok, made it into rounded form. So from 1860, we have two sets of Sian Vi Chronicle. One is in Thongok, another one is in rounded form. Then one can ask, what happened in between? It depends on the person who write it. Could not be rectangular all the time. The shape are irregular, not truly rounded, not truly rectangular. It depends on the person who write it. So we have very different variation in between. And it has become rounded from 1860 because of Zhao Xiang No Pa, Sian Vi. Since his power applied to the people in the Shan state, this site already changed to rounded form. But in Yunnan, his power never applied. So this Thongok continued to be used in Yunnan, but not in the Shan state. But with one exception. Hun Tu So Pa, Zhao Fa Vieng Sử, because he is from the Meng Mao family, he used this Lik Thongok until his death. So may I just make some suggestion into my conclusions. When we talk about Yun, Thailand cannot have full story. When we talk about Yun, the Burmese side, the Cheng Hung cannot provide full story. But this is a country, a Yun country. 5 Cheng is well recorded in Ukala Yazwing, Yun Shan Nangando. So we cannot do it alone. So we need scholars from Thailand, especially Chiang Mai, scholars from Cheng Hung, and scholars from Cheng Tung. I think it's about time to bring out this Yun administration, Yun country in full for our next generation.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Let me finish. Otherwise, it will be
okay.
long.
Yes.
Yeah. In the picture I want to show is it mentioned 3 Thai king in the picture.
Yeah.
3 Thai king. King of Lanna, King of Sukhothai, King of Payao. So all this this word is rarely used. The Bangkok people, they start their history, Ram Kam Heng, 14th century. But we should go earlier because it is Thai history. All the Mang Rais, all the Mengun Yang is Thai word meaning you have. Ngun Yang, Chu Yang Ngun Yang. So I think this, the word three Thai king is very appropriate. We cannot say that Thai is only Bangkok. We cannot say that Thai is only Lan Na, Put Lan Na and Payao. They are all Thai. So this word is very appropriate. And what happened is all Shan people got the Buddhism from Lan Na, Thai. Now it has become a little bit diluted. We need some supplementary support. So I would like to invite, if possible, Buddhists from Thailand to help strengthen the Buddhism in Chiang State and, if possible, among Thai Ahums. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So it's a Thai Yon literature came before Thai pink sprout, right? For about 200 early, right?
Early, because have to
Lý
think
Yon á,
about
Lý Yon má
Buddhism.
châu quả Lý Thùng Ngọc.
Châu quả 300 ปีอย่างนี้
Thank you. ค่ะ So people from Chengtung, how is how to say, if only Thai Khun they are using this the Yon Yon literature, not how to say, about 75% of people in Chengtung are know about the Thai Yon literature. 25% is just a Tai Long, Shan Thai Yai, Tai Long literature. They know like this. So mostly Mang and Tai Khun people are know more than that. Tai Lü, Tai Khun, Tai Lü, Tai Khun, Tai Nö, they are the same languages, and also their tone are nearly similar, like this.
So of course we have no right to blame. We have no right to blame anyone. But whether you call Tai Nö, Tai Tơ, or Tai Long, anything, it is just one tree, only one tree. It is all within the same family. We tied ourselves to the place too strong.
Yeah.
And we tied ourselves to our difference too long, too much. We have to tie ourselves to what we have in common. We have to tie ourselves to the common percentage. We have much more common percentage than the different percentage. Here is something Thai should change a little bit. They stuck to what I am different from you. Now we have to find out what we have common.
Yes.
We have to go there.
Yes.
Hello.
First have to tell Pinong Thai Khun, they have to accept that they are Yon first. They are.
Hello. Dr. Sai San, hi. You have presented very well things to us. I am from Assam, Northeast India, Thai Ahom, Dr. M. Kanwar. I just, I believe that you are in this traditional dress. Is it not? You are wearing traditional dresses right now?
Yes, in honor of your online
Okay.
conference.
I just want to see your headgears. We do not see your headgears fully. Can you show your headgears properly? Headgears.
Này hắn khiến hổ luôn cho đủ chả.
Who?
Yes, he need to move a little bit. His camera is a little bit. Camera have to move, so we saw. Yeah. เขาใครหันป้าเขียนโหอ่ะเสียเขียนโหเสียนั่นนะเสียหลุดไข่แกมราอินนั่นนะ
จะเดิมหันหน้านะมาหน้า
Amcha halung hao su phe เอาแกมราลุงเฮาในนาอินค่ะว่าเฮ็ดจังไหนค่ะว่าลุงค่ะ จังไรค่ะลุงเร็วหันหน้าลุงเอานะเอาแคมราเตรียมอินค่ะอะไรลุงโอเคแล้วค่ะสุงกับอินค่ะโอเคเข้มค่ะ
Hello, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
In here also,
thank you.
Putting similar kind of headgear.
Like Sukham.
Sukham is putting his headgear. I just want to.
Yes, he also wearing.
Little questions to you. It is not a question. You have presented very well. I just want to know about the Buddhist. The influence of Buddhism in Shan states, because you are Buddhist. What is the influence of Pali literature in your Shan Thai literature?
Pali is the same as from Thailand because we got it from Thailand. It is in line with Ceylon. Buddhang saranang gacchami, dhammang saranang gacchami, namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. We are different from the Burmese. In the whole world, only Burmese use sa in place of sa. And yet now politically they are strong. They claim that we got Buddhism from them. It's totally wrong.
You are not getting Buddhism from Indian origin that believes. You are from Ceylon, right?
Because it's difficult to get from India because at the time is so far away. So far away. Punjab is so far away. So only above 230 BC something, it went down to Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka is so close to move this side.
Right.
It went to Thailand and the Moon State first.
Okay. Then after that, it came to Shan states.
Yeah, in 600 AD.
600 AD. Okay. Thank you very much for your nice presentation.
That is a nice presentation from Professor Saisan Aek. Then we got 3-4 more professors and research scholars. So right now, I think Professor Damlong Thong Ing Sen is there. Is it? So that's nice. So what Dr. Saisan Aek has elaborated about this whole what is the influence of Buddhism from India to Ceylon to them. That is in earlier days the sea route was the most one of the important route. The people used to go by seas. By what is the sea route is one of the important routes in their in what to say figuring what one religion from one place to another like this. So I think I will again come to Dr. Saisan question later on. But right now, Professor Danglong Pong Insen is there. So I would like to request Professor Danglong Pong Insen to elaborate something.
สวัสดีครับ Namaste and Tumlong, organizer and Mr. Manas to come. I have a one topic to present in this webinar and great occasion to meet Chants people and Ahom people, also another Thai group, especially Thai Lai in Manipur, because in Thai study, the Thai Lai in Manipur is a knowledge for the Thai knowledge in the world. I think like that. Because we know less about the Manipur from the Thai study. Thai study established more than 20 years ago, and in around the world we discuss about the Thai people, and especially the revivals movement of the Thai Ahom relate to chants and other country. But for me, I think I have some topic to share and relate to the belief system and the function or the ritual among the Thai groups from the southern China to the northeast India. But I will focus on the Zhuang group, is the biggest of Thai in southern China and also autonomous regions, and compare with the Thai Ahom ritual on the ancestor worship. That means before the Buddhists come to the Thai community, they perform the ancestor worship, not only for the Thai belief in the Buddhist, but others also, not only Ahom or Zhuang, but for my field work in anthropology subject, from my master thesis and PhD dissertation and anthropology field works, and I will discuss about the concept of localization along with the fieldwork data. Firstly, example for the basic comparison core of the Zhuang myth and ancestor worship. The second, similar of the Thai Ahom will be introduced, and the third and conclusion announced and comparison will be made based on the anthropology fieldwork. Ancestor worship is related to the earliest state of religion's expression among the humans. The basis of ancestor worship seems to be stem from the two principal ideas from the anthropologists, the previous school. That is, those who have the gone before have to continuous and vigilance, interesting on affair of the living. The second, more widespread uneasiness, fear of the dead, with the practice to process them. The goal of ancestor relation is to ensure the ancestor continue well-being and positive disposition toward the living, and sometimes to ask for special favor or assistance. From that, we can see the social or non-religion function of ancestor relation is a cultivate kinship value such filial piety, family loyalty, and continuity of the family lineage. Then ancestor veneration occur in a society with every degree of social, political, and technological complexity, and it remains an important component of the various religious practice beyond the localization. For the localization is a concept by the sociologist from the Harvard Business Review since 1980. He wrote that localization means the similarity to the co-presence of both universalizing and particularizing tendency. Combination of the word globalization and localization, just as we talk about the Thai dialect and Thai culture. It means in the term of globalization describe about the some culture elements or the product or service developed and distribute globally, but not adjust to accommodate in user in the local level. Now, from Australia, Chan State, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Northeast India, Assam, and other countries, we talk about the Thai dialect and Thai culture. That is for example. Then, localization or localism is community organization refer to organizing the social problem, neither local and global. That is a local problem and globalized issue. Then localization is of education as we propose the specific in the many aspects, politics, economic, culture, teaching, information, organization, morality, spiritual, and religion and temporal literacy. From to the compare between the Thai Ahom from the Northeast India, especially in Assam, Upper Assam of India, and the Zhuang people in China, southern China, especially in Guangxi and Yunnan, Guangxi Autonomous Region and Yunnan province. This is some similarity. I will describe shortly about the Zhuang people or the Zhuang nationality of China. The most of the Zhuang follow the animist practice, just like they call the shamanism or the person who perform the ancestor worship ritual at the mall or Pu Mo. And in Maoism is in their animism, the creators know Pu Lo To. In Thai we call Pu Ru Tua, or in Thai in Northeast called Pu Ru Tua. As same, that means the universe triparity, and which is composed by the three elements. That means heaven, earth, and water. From literate, Zhuang had a writing system, recordings of folk song, opera, poem, scripture, as same in the Thai, in other country also. From that, the translation from China also, from fiction, religion text, and secular text. That means from that, they create some myth, like the myth of creation of the Zhuang is about the supernatural. That's just like the symbol of the moon and the sun. In some Zhuang group or subgroup of the Zhuang, like the Pu Yi or Pu Yai in Guangxi and near the Yunnan province. For myth of the creation of the Zhuang, the origin and creation of myth of the Zhuang show cosmology of the ethnic group. Narration of the Zhuang myth have two main forms. That means creation and chant by the ritual executor Pu Mo or Pu Mo. And author is prose form spoken by animals, acknowledge the myth in various myth texts. In the words of the god or goddess, meanwhile the origins of some being on the earth are predicted, and normally the being are created. Just like Pu Lo To or Pu Lu Tua, just as same of the general myth of the among the Thai group or other ethnic group, like when the world flooding, then have the some fruit, right? We call Nam Tao or Nam Tao Pung, just like that, and the people eat inside that fruit, and then if someone go first, then other group come, and also in the middle of the group will be the Tai and Chuang. And our last is between the white person or the other person, other group, like that. Then ancestor worship ritual among the Chuang is a lot of the ritual ceremony among the Chuang people of China, sacrificing of the few days, mountain sacrifice to Chao Shu or the sun deity, origin of ancestor spirit now living in the tree of the ancients. Forest sacrifice to the bronze dam, sacrifice to the other tree like the Mimai or the Tai In or Tu in Wenshan prefecture of Yunnan province. For example, the sacrifice to the great of the reverence people of the Chuang among the Chuang group or the Nong group, they call Nong Chư Gao. Nong Chư Gao is the hero by the Chuang people. They celebrate or sacrifice the ox and the sacrifice the raw ox, raw sacrifice on the 6th and the 7th lunar months. But from the Chinese side, the Nong Chư Gao is rebellious leader from the Chuang want to attack to the Guangdong or we call Guangzhou in city and that time. That is the record in the history, the Chinese history for the long time ago. After for the ritual about this means purple dye, glutinous rice, offer and sometimes cattle or sky sacrifice also. We call khao niao, 5 สี. 5 สี means 5 color of glutinous rice. Purple is the main. Then they offer to the sky sacrifice and other to the cattle in the Nong group in the Wenshan prefecture of Yunnan province. And others, just for example, order of worship and the ceremony such as worshipping Zhao Nong is the god of the forest in some part of the Yunnan province. In Guangnan country of the Yunnan province in Wenshan prefecture, with the wooden hole in the pole mountain dedicated to Wang Ting Shua, or we call Tao Hao Trin, or we call Hor Pu Avuso or Hor Pu Tao. They sacrifice sometime in some occasion. And the Nong group is interesting because they have the old kingdom, and also the leader want to establish the great kingdom of the southern great kingdom we call like Nan Tian Guo in the southern part of China. But they didn't successful because from that time the Chinese army or the leader of the Chinese army attacked him till he have to escape to the Southeast Asia. That is the myth of the hero of the Zhuang people. Now they have some sacrifice or they have the ritual to perform to the hero, also have the monument also. Another function, the sacrifice ceremony to repel the evil, we call like the in the general Thai we call เรียกขวัญ or สู่ขวัญ. That means they offer to ผี offer to ขวัญ is lost or recalling the ขวัญ. And they read the script, manuscript in Zhuang script, but written mixed between Chinese and Zhuang dialect. And the ปู่หมอ or หมอ they perform to เรียกขวัญ and also they keep the clothes of the goodness person and also offer chicken, rice, salt, and others, also tea or spirit or lao also. From that they can do some sacrifice for the illness people to เรียกขวัญ. Others is mean ฟังทรง or banner hangs during the sacrifice ceremony for the funeral ritual. You can see from the picture, and the coffin made from the paper decorated like the Chinese style, but they perform which the bron dam, or we call gong samlit or gong mahoratik, the bron dam, still using for this function. From archaeological site, we found the bron dam in many places of the Southeast Asia, and this is a relay, and this is related to the ancient of the Thai or the Chong culture. Okay, I will script to the Ahom people of Assam, India, in Northeast India. It's from the Ahom. It's a similarity of the Chan or the Thai, as the novel or the scholar ever say about Ahom is the hero or the first king of the Ahom kingdom come from the Chan or come from the Mueang Mao from the 13th century and established the Mueang Nun Sun Kam or the land of the gold of the petty field, and like that we can see the Muga silk as the gold textile, the famous textile of the land of the Assam and Northeast India. From that you can see any similarity between the Thai script or the Thai Ahom script from the DHAS in Guwahati. This established many years ago and then collect the Thai script, especially Ahom and other Thai script, to translate or we call the Parivat in Thai to be the knowledge for the general also and for the academic function also. From that cosmology and myth, I think it's the Ahom called in the Thai script, we call Buranji or Buranji as mean the ancients of the script, like in the former scholars say Tua Thuong Ngok or the bean or root, like that. As same as the Chan script. Now the some Pumo or Assamese translate some Thai script to be the annual meeting or the pamphlets or leaflet to contribute the knowledge about the function of the ritual. From that, you can see many Umo, they call Mo also, they call Mo Luang also, that the royal ritual performer or the priest or the master based on the three family of from the royal dynasty of the Ahom kingdom. That means Mo Hong, Chang Bun and Mo Prong or Mo Hung Deo Thai Bai Lung family still read the Thai script, and also they can do the function, ritual function, not only for the funeral and also for the Riek Kwan also. Such as I will show about the ancestor worship of the Thai Ahom from my field work. After death, the Ahom souls would leave his body and go back to the place there, whereas his ancestor live. They have to keep the dead body in Moi Dam or the graveyard in near the home or in some part like the in Rai Doi is a Moi Dam of the king or the royal family of the Ahom kingdom. And before that, they have to perform something. And for the ancestor worship, I have get chance to attend and participate in Pula Luang or the worship to the good for the give the good better life or value in the goodness among the Ahom people. Now they still perform as the annual ritual by the Mo or by the people. You can listen this one. when you listen that the more pray some the word is from the Thai script, from the ancient script, and the word is some scholars said the mix between animism and Taoism and Buddhism, but this performed till now more than 700 to 800 years ago. And the main of the ancestor worship they call Medam Me Pi. If in Chan or in Thai script, Dam and Pi is mean of the spirit after death. That means they have the class of the Pi or hierarchy of the Pi also. This is the main. Then in Ahom community, they still perform Medam Me Pi every year by the community or 2 years by the organization. That a Pumo, 3 more are invited and then perform. And they perform to the god from the earth, water, forest, ancestor, god of knowledge. They have the name of the god like the ย่าสิงฟ้าเสือกาฟ้ามดกลมไตกลม that others also about the god. Then from that they can remind to the good or the value of the god from the earth, from the water, from the forest, or from ancestor, from the education, also from hero of the kingdom. Until they have some cultural performance after the Pura Ruang ritual before the Bedam Bepi function. And also have the meeting and cultural perform during the Medam Mepi, leading by the Mo or the Pumo invited. Every town of the Upper Assam among the Ahom community perform like this. This for this function is 2 years ago. And if not COVID, I think they can perform as the main ritual on the main ancestor worship of the Ahom. Ancestor worship. Then if we compare between ancestor worship among the Chuang and the Thai Ahom, that means two groups still believe that after death, the person remain in the state of dumb, and only after relative of the person offer the worship to the god and the goddess, the dead become to be a Pi or god or go aside in the place on the several heaven and live with his relative. Ancestor worship most likely to be practiced in society with strong lineage and other consanguineous corporate group with community standing can control the resource extent over the generation, and one in which there are strong belief in an active spirit world. The power of ancestor is therefore ambivalent, as likely to punish as to reward. They offer security and comfort, while also contribute to the uncertainty in the equivalent cosmos. The goal of this function, organization to organize community to direct action in order to meet immediate community need while addressing localized problem. That means if the main problem, they want to get the best wish for the family, and if they also to offer to the ancestor to give blessing to the family, to give blessing to the relative. If the globalization chart in cultural homogenization, but the localization is something of answer to it. That means the localization of ancestral worship among the Chuang Thai people can be thought of the opposite or inverse of the Indo-Sinicization too. That means by Indian culture or the Chinese culture or Assamese culture, but in opposite of that, they still believe and they assimilate the country culture to be the ancestor. Like in Chuang, they assimilate some Taoism or animism, and also maybe Buddhism influence in that element of that function. As same of Ahom, some scholars said they influenced by the Hinduism and mixed with the ancestor worship or animism, and also some mixed with Taoism or Buddhism. But we cannot conclude that they assimilate absolutely 100%. They still have the revise of the animism or ancestor worship still now. Thank you for attend to my presentation. Thank you ธนบัตรขอบคุณครับ And if anyone have question, please or want some comment, I need to get a comment or ask some question, please.
I think some people, when they talk about this ancestor worshipping, they go on one line. Actually, we should see the accompanying culture at that time. You have this red corn, you worship the fire, you worship the wind. All this, it's just one set with the ancestor worshipping. So for those who are living in this culture, it is sort of understood. These are part of one another. So some people who are far away from this culture, they think that, okay, ancestor worshipping and this, oh, why Sadhu finished? Actually, it's have to the coming. They are helping just one another. It should be one set. Yeah. So now the Zhuang people, they put emphasis on this ancestor worshipping. Still very important. But for those who have adopted Buddhism, so sort of they reduce some ancestor worshipping, but they are more cultural event is more Buddhism cover with our Mung Mao, even though we all are Theravada Buddhism, but we still have this part of ancestor worshipping every year, but it has become minor. So I think this, the understanding of this, not that nobody is wrong, only that to be more complete, it is a sort. One is linked to another. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. For example, a little, I think it's in the 12 year round of the Thai Ahom community, they perform the big ritual we call Fa. That means they sacrifice many animals, and to the Fa. Fa is mean if in Thai Dam we call Tan or the supernatural, but in Ahom community they offer and sacrifice, offer food, offer the animal sacrifice to the Fa or many ancestor or the god and goddess of the Ahom. And Chuang also have that.
Yeah, here I think
in Thailand they have
the understanding of each people. Okay, like Pinong Tai Ahum, their movement to Brahmaputra start in Mương Mao. So I think they will have more similarity to the Mương Mao group than the Chuang group. When I met with Chuang friends, many of them sort of become independent-minded. They think that they have nothing to do with Buddhism. But the year they moved out, they said it's 1215. Mương Mao 1215 then was already Buddhism. It is because of the degree of the king. Nobody can escape. So because of the link has become too far, and when they move out, there are no monks in the group. So the literature on this maybe maybe is sort of limited. Like when we go there, they are more. When they welcome you with the song, Paratara Sikya, all this. So something they do not know is the word pra is only used by Buddhists. Para, tara. So I think since it did not have the monks went with them, then the portion of this Dhamma ingredients will be a little bit weak, but you still can detect these Buddhism words. I think there could be more elements of the Buddhism words in this Puranji, but it will take time to find it out.
And sir, like this, the scholar, Thai scholar said they have assumption like that you mentioned about the pra, tarong, arong, sigra, like the pra in Buddhist. But in this word can understand in sky or far. It means above, up there.
No, when we talk about this, we should not forget their original place. So their culture, their language, will be governed by the culture of their first move place. So Mương Mao, when you go to Mương Mao Phra, no religion will use this word, only Buddhist. So I think the place when they first started to move, and the year, and the culture at that place, I think this could be some clue.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Professor Dang Ong Kong Insen. It's really interesting to hear all these things about the ancestor worship or like this. So, and thank you, Session also for quite little bit elaboration. We'll come back again. So right now from Silpakorn University, we got Arjun Sombat. So I would like to request Arjun Sombat to speak something that is important for us, everyone, like this. So next to Arjun Sombat.
Good evening, everybody. Namaskar to you all. I'm very happy to join this webinar, and for me, I'm very proud of Thai family. We see all of you from all over the world. Actually, even in Thailand, I'm not the really central Thai, but I'm from the northeast of Thailand. So I have the ancestor that we call Lao ethnic group. So I have chance to go to Assam thrice. I stay with Dr. Gonwa, the Namchum family, and Timita, who is teaching Hindi and so many Assamese culture to our student here. And I visit Majuli Island, the biggest island in the river. And I across the Brahmaputra ocean, not the river. It take long time to across Brahmaputra. I never seen this such a big, the great river like this before. So it take nearly 1 hour to cross the river. I never seen. So when I was there, I stayed so many nights, and in my staying there, I have a lot of experience about our brother Thai family there, especially the language. You know, you see in Thailand we have a lot of language. Actually, Thai people here speak the official language, that is Central Thai language. But for me, I speak the dialect, local language in northeastern Thailand. So when I communicate with Thai Pake people in Diburuka, in Nahakatia, we can understand easily. So when we talk with Assamese Thai home group, I can get some original words that we can understand easily. So for me, especially when we compare, I compare with Thai language, especially in my local dialect. So very similar. Like okay, we say kin. We say in Thai Pake we say kin wan, chum long. Many Thai words that we can understand easily, and not only the language, our appearance. We look like we 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 can't identify who is who. Like Timita, when she was in our university, our students say, "Oh, sawadee ka achan," in Thai language, because they thought that, oh, this achan, this teacher is Thai. So I'm very happy to be in Assam, in many places that I have visit, and I also have chance to welcome Assamese family, Dr. Gongwa Namchum, and so many family who visit Thailand the early of this year. I'm not sure, the early of this year. So I'm very happy to be in Thai family, and very happy to join this webinar. Thank you very much to invite me to join this great webinar. I hope in the future I have chance to mix up with all of you again. Thank you very much. Dhanyawad.
Thank you, Ajan. Thank you, Ajan.
Hello.
Thank you.
I have a little query from Dr. Demrong Pong Insan. Can he hear me? Hello.
Okay, listening.
Okay. You see, you are talking about the Zhuang people and the Thai ancestors of Northeast India, particularly Thai Ahom. This is all right, but I want to ask you from your country, Thailand. Can you tell me how many Thai dialects in your country, how many Thai dialects? Is it only Thai language or you have other dialects in Thailand?
Okay, sir. About okay, listening, no? About the
Yes.
dialect, we can divide or stratify many dialects. Ajahn Sombat also can explain more because he also speak in local dialect, in Isan dialect. And for me, from the linguist classification, we have at the same of the Thai, the sub branch of the Thai is a southwestern Thai, devised by the linguist scholar from US. We call Fang Gui Li. Separate devised 3 group. That means Northern Thai, Southwestern Thai, and Central. Yeah, from us, we Achan, Ahom, and some part of the Chuang people belonging to the Southwestern Thai. From Southwestern Thai is the biggest group among the Thai people in Southeast Asia and Southern China and till Northeast India. Ahom, Aiton, Turung, Kamyang, Kamti, and Thai and Lao, also Chan, belonging to Southwestern Thai. From that, we have many dialects rely on the location. Just like Ajahn Sombat said, in northeast of Thailand, they speak the local dialect we call Isan or Phasa, like the Phasa Isan. It means Isan is mean northeast, and also relate to the Lao country. That is mean they have the linkage between that dialect. But from that from the Isan dialect, they have many local dialects. Like from Isan, they have Ubon Ratchathani dialect, Yasothon dialect, or Surin dialect. That means if a local of the regions of Thailand, they have the local dialect. From that, some dialect is so small, just like in the middle of the Thai, like the Suphanburi, Rajburi, Lopburi. They have the many dialects. Just like my hometown is Rajburi. They speak in the local dialect. It's okay, it's same of the Thai, of the central dialect. But some voice is like the distort from the central dialect. Not standard Thai. You cannot compare with the Thai in Bangkok because Thai in Bangkok is an official. But if I cannot announce about how many dialects, but for the linguist, they said if we did divide dialect, maybe more than 80 local dialects in the Thai language. Yes. From the many regions, also from other. Ajahn Sombat maybe can explain about his dialect, about the northeastern part of Thailand region, please.
Yes, thank you. Ajahn, may I add some explanation to the thing that Ajahn Namrongpon, Ajahn Adam Inchan just mentioned. Actually, regarding the Thai dialects in Thailand now, we have 4 major parts of Thailand. That is the north. The north, they speak northern Thai dialect, or we can call Lana, such like in Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai province, like this. And in the northeast, like in my hometown, we speak Isan language. Isan language is just we call more than 30 years ago, 40 years ago. But actually, this language belong to Lao group, Lao people, and Lao culture in that area, because the most of people in northeast Thailand now, they migrate from Laos in the part. So we speak the same language, but because of the politics, so we have some different in language now, but our culture is quite same. We have the same culture even now, and even in my hometown, in my province, we have another dialect, the dialect that belongs to Austro-Asiatic family, that is Mon and Khmer language, because in that area the people who speak Khmer, old Khmer language also is there, are there. So in the central Thailand, we have also the standard Thai. It's not, we call here is not dialect, but it is official language in Thailand. And in the southern Thailand, they speak southern Thai languages. But we can know, we can understand, even not 100%, but around 60 or 70% we can understand each other, because we are from the same Thai Gadai family, Thai Gadai language family. Yeah, Thai Gadai language family. So even in the northeastern Thailand, we have another small dialect, like the Phu Thai dialect. I'm not sure that we can say it is dialect or not, because we have only some vocabulary that is different, and we have some different accent, not all, but some vocabulary and some accent that we can say, like in Thai we have the word clear, it means salt, but in the dialect Phu Thai they say clear, like this. This is the dialects in Thailand right now. So this is I would like to add about the thing that Ajahn Damrongpon, Ajahn Inchan just mentioned. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ajahn Sombat. For my record about the ethno-linguist of the mapping published by the Mahidol University, they said that the most of the ethno-linguist in Thailand is a Thai dialect, and other is Austronesian and Austroasiatic, Sino-Tibetans, and Hmong-Mien dialect. But for the Thai, they have the 30% of the central Thai, and Isan about 29%, and Lana or the northern about 10%, and southern dialect 9%, and Khmer, local Khmer 3%, and Korat or Thai Korat in Nakhon Ratchasima, Phú Thai, and others also about 1%. And that means around of the Thai in Thai kingdom we have the many dialects, and in that project they explore at 60 group of the ethno-linguists, but for the local dialect is more than 100 local dialects.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Please.
We have Singakham Dina from Thai community with us. Hello, Singakham Dina, are you there? Hello. Hello.
Okay. Can you hear now?
Okay.
Can you hear?
Do you find something similar between Thai and other Thai groups with other Thai groups? Any
Yes.
in respect of religion?
Yeah, there are lots of things from the resource person's description. Lots of things that are similar with Thai people of Manipur. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay. So first of all, I will introduce myself, and I belong to Thailand of Manipur. Right now, I'm representing from Thailand, and then there are 3 groups of us. One group is in Manipur right now, and one is Dr. Sham Kishore from Mizoram University. So we are in different places right now. So we don't have much to describe about our group, and also we haven't prepared, and I would like to introduce our group. And this is one of the latest entry in Thai group. And we are in northeastern part of India, Manipur, and very similar thing among the previous description is Dr. Inchans and also ID Escher that describe about ancestor worship. So Thai life right now, it is almost nothing changed from the very early way of the worshiping. Still, people are worshiping ancestor group, ancestor people. So it is very similar to nationality of China described by Dr. Inchang. And also regarding to the script, Escher, our previous speaker, ID Escher also described about something 35 scripts. We still have a 35 scripts. However, in Manipur side, our language has been already, we can describe is that. And right now we speak third language. When we go back to the history, right now we speak Manipuri. From Manipuri, around 200, maybe around 1850s. Just before 1850s, we spoke one language. It is called Sakato. And before that, when we traced, we found another language. It is our original language. This language of life is very, very similar to present-day Thai language. So we just say Nam for the water. So there are many, many similar things. Once I talk at this thing, so one professor from Chulalongkorn University, he said nearly about 80% of the all languages is similar to present-day Thai language. And also Professor I.D. Esser spoke about Sipsong Pana. And we also found our live group is somewhere around 1680. We moved to Manipur side, and the migration is along Mekong River. It comes to Sengkhan, Nong Khai, and Leh of northeastern Thailand. It moves to western side, and then we go to Sunny State, and also we found we have a connection with Wa group. And then from there, we moved to present-day Mandalay. From Mandalay, we moved to the north, and then we enter Manipur Valley. And so we are basically right now ancestor slave, the worshipper. We do not convert it. We do not convert to any other religion for now. So, however, around 300 years ago, there was a very great influence entering of Hinduism from mainland part of India. So during that time, like literature work, it has been all destroyed by burning. But we still have that script. We have a 35 script in present day. And then in terms of the culture, we are still following like secondary burial when somebody is dead, and then we also invite the departed soul to come back in many occasions. And the sticky rice cultivation is a main profession, and main food, and sacrifice of pig and chicken is commonly happen in Manipur side. And for now, it is a very, very new entry, and we do not have much scholar to study about it. And we're still expecting more scholars to come and study. We don't have any expert in terms of linguistic and history. All those stuff still we are facing. And for now, in 2018, we just begin our journey. Actually, before 2018, maybe somewhere around 25, 30 years, our elders started something research. However, there was a lack of the connection with external scholar, so we didn't progress it. But since 2018, we moved up a little bit, and so we produced with some local scholars one book, Finding the Road. So you can find a little bit information about this Dialect group. This is available in Amazon. And also we produce another book, The Life of Manipur. This is also available in Amazon. Other than our Manipur culture is very much mixed up because there is a total transformation to Hinduism. Some people from Dialect group moved to another religion, and the present Lai group, they are very stubborn and they are not willing to change to new culture and a new religion. So because of that reason, so Dialect is kind of the minority group in Manipur for now. And so revival is very much slow, and we are just the beginning, and we don't have much scholars. We are inviting outsiders and the experts who are joining in this conference also. We would love to hear more and doing more steps, research steps from your side as well. And only that much. And I hear something about like a fighting, kind of like a panda at the beginning of this conference. So we have, for Thai Lai group, we have Tango Saba. Tango Saba is an art for fighting. But however, so when there was some changes, there was kind of like, we do not follow the instruction of the then ruler. We were kind of separated, and then we maintain our traditional. And so this Tango Saba, the art of fighting, it has been depleted, but still there is some rudimentary remaining. But real practicing is also some sort of the prohibition. However, we still keep it in Laiharawa. Laiharawa is the ancestor worship. And we also use the bow and arrow. And also, we found like elephant trainer. Elephant trainer is kind of the professional things among the Thai people. So this is only this much. Thank you very much. We don't have much preparation also, only just introductory, and probably most of the people do not know about Thai people of Manipur. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sinkamtina. So you represented this Thai Lai of Manipur. So we from India, that is under Indian Thai Forum, we are going to promote all our Thai tribes that is residing in Northeast India under this Indian Thai Forum. Every Thai community of our Northeast will be, what to say, they will be exposed to the whole world, so that the people from other countries, the Thai people from other countries, at least there is one more Pinong Thai in that is Northeast India, that is the Thai Lai. So let our Pinongs from other countries, they will see that still Manipur also got one Thai tribe, it is the Thai life from Manipur. So sir, thank you. So you are doing quite lots of good works here on Thai life. Right, yeah. Right now we got little bit of time, so we have to wind up everything within very short minutes. So if anybody have to ask any questions or queries, so they may just ask within this 5 to 10 minutes also, because we have to wind up everything. And hope this is the beginning. We will again have a webinar in a large scale, so that we will discuss more on our culture, that is our identity. So we want to keep our identity intact and want our new generations to know who we are. So it's my earnest request to all the members, that our research scholars, and those who have joined this webinar, certainly if they got any queries, they can just ask within a very short time or like this. So anybody, if anyone, anything you want to know, those who have joined
Quickly,
this,
can I direct my questions to Dr. Saisanaik about the influence of Buddhism on the tradition and culture of different groups of Thai people in the world? Is it correct to say that there are two types of influences on the tradition and culture of Thai people? That is, actually Buddhism has got Mahayana Buddhism and the Theravada Buddhism. The propagation of Mahayana Buddhism goes back to China, when two Chinese monks spread the Buddhism in China, in order, which becomes more Mahayana influences. And is it correct to say that the ancestor worship actually is more linked to Mahayana Buddhism than Theravada Buddhism? I'd like to know that. Can Dr. Saisan explain on that?
I think Dr. Sasanak, he left the webinar due to some technical problem.
Yeah.
Sasanak is there. Please unmute him.
Yeah,
Sasanak
he's
is
there.
there. Unmute him.
Okay, I didn't got.
Unmute কৰি দিয়ক দাদা, কৈ আছে তেওঁ।
পোৱা নাই মই।
কৈ আছে এছাৰ, যোনটো এছাৰ বুলি আছে তেওঁ হয় এছাৰ।
Hello?
Okay,
Yeah.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking. In my opinion, this ancestor worshipping has nothing to do with Buddhism, either Mahayana or Theravada. They are much earlier than 600 BC. So Buddhism is Buddhism, and traditional, this ancestor worshipping and spirit worshipping is much older. Yeah. And the Xians have their year, like this peacock dance and the ship leader dance, ship king dance. These are earlier than Buddhism. So not all our culture is from Buddhist scriptures, sir. Yes. Some are older. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So anybody else? I think we got some participants from Manipur. That is the Thai Lai group from Manipur. That is, I think I can see Mr. Ivomsa is there. Yeah. Ivomsa, do you want to say something? Please unmute them. Unmute them.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes,
everyone.
Prasanth, you listen or what?
Yeah, we are listening.
Acha. However, I wanted to say it is already mentioned by our Dinachandra Singha come from Thailand. Huh? So there are lots of similarity with other Thai family of world. Huh? So the problem with us is we are we have already recently joined the team. So we want to expose in the larger scale. So you people are invited to study more about our these things so that we people are exposed to the Thai world. That is what I wanted from your side. I mean, from the Thai family members. And then there should be one Thai. And we are eager to study the other also, but we are very poor. That's the only thing. So you all are, welcome to study our Thai. And in future, we'll keep in touch. Thank you all.
Yes, Ibomsa, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Right now, we are well connected. Under Indian Thai Forum, everything will be done. So people from our Penang will come here to study about Thai Lai also. So very soon, your people from different parts of our Southeast Asia, they will come. Research scholars will come to know about your culture, the Thai Lai. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Chow. Yes. Is it good meeting? And many professor or many ajahn to talk about P, about languages, about diverse, going to connect together. Is it many of knowledge about languages, about word? We the next time, if the COVID-19 finish, if the COVID-19 finish, if someone want to join us in Thailand, now I working at the community college in Mae Hong Son. Is it about culture, about languages, about tradition, or we mix together always? And I want to say, welcome to Mae Hong Son. Dr. Chai Sang Ai Kha, mời xuống Kha, mời các em lại ụp gần, mời các em lại tạc Kha. Đi hậu Kha hết bằng cùng cả đi Mae Hong Son này, hậu ụpถึงจือของ Dr. Chai Sang Ai, quên làเจ้าก็เปิดโควิดอะไรมาเนี่ยเขาค่ะก็ยินแรงใจอยู่ค่ะดีเด็ดในใต้เขาตั้งมัวตั้งเสียงไหนจังไหนเนี่ยเหมือนปีน้ำเต้าใต้ไหนก็เรียกว่าเป็นเมืองเขไว้แล้วหันน่ะก็อีกเขาว่าเขาเอากว่าเรื่องใจกว่าเขาว่ามันได้ฮือเฮืองอยู่ในเมืองเขไหนก็ยินจอมพี่น้องใต้ที่อยู่ในเมืองขอนที่อยู่ในไต้คงเตว่านั้นก็ตีอยู่ใน12วันหน้าเลยที่อยู่ในเมืองอาสา
เป็นไต้ใจไว้ก่อน
ใจอะค่ะไม่น่ะไม่คนต่างเมืองในหันถึงจังนั้นค่ะกว่าเขาอ่ะไม่น่ะขาก้อนหนึ่งได้ยังว่าเป็นของไต้อยู่เห็นไหมอ่ะ
เปลี่ยนอยู่เขาหลุดใจนำอีนึงค่ะเขาหลุดใจนำอีนึง
ค่ะกำลังสุดค่ะ
เขาแล้วไม่เฮ็ดแต่เป็ดไต้เลยน่ะ
นั่นนะค่ะใครเกี่ยวข้องความอันไหนเขาthe last one I want to play this music by the Shan Tai Long song that is not not Tai Nữ Tai Mao is it I just Tai I going to play this is most
flute
this
Thai flute
you Thai flute ในขณะที่เรียกว่าปีน้ำเต้าค่ะเนาะค่ะได้เป่าเนกำหนึ่งเห็นแล้วค่ะได้ย้อนผัดยานพี่น้องเขากว่าmaybe I have to go and after I play this flute finish maybe I have to go somewhere with my friend okay Tom ค่ะ just listen
เอาปีน้ำเต้าในฮับสู่เจ้านั่นเนาะ
ปีน้ำเต้าที่ย้อนหักสู่เจ้าเฮฮับสู่เจ้าเฮผัดยานสู่เจ้ากันไหนค่ะ ค่ะ อ๋อค่ะช่วงค่ะกำค่ะดีเลยกว่าตั้งนอกให้ไหนค่ะ so everyone I have to say bye bye ค่ะให้ชาว ค่ะ okay I have to go ciao and the next time
Sure.
can you call me
It's nice.
and I going
To meet
send you
Yeah.
and I going to send you my martial art and can you share
Sure.
in your group in Assam no when
Yes,
I back to my
Yes, we
when I
can.
back to my house okay bye bye
Yes, we can. Yeah.
okay everyone
Okay, bye.
good luck
Thank you, everyone. Yeah. So this is hello.
Yeah,
Don't
we
hear?
can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Wind up koro na?
Oh, hi. কৰিব পাৰে.
Okay. Thanks to everyone that everybody has participated and joined this first webinar conducted under Indian Thai Forum. So I think technically there may be some kind of problem so that everybody is not getting the sound or video quality not in a good way or like this. Even then, our connection, it will be there may be some technical problem, but even that we did it. So thanks to everyone that is the first Indian Thai Forum. They have first conducted this international webinar on our culture. Hope that again next time under Indian Thai Forum we'll do it again. Such type of culture related webinar so that we can know each other very truly, deeply, everything, so that at least we can make a way for our new upcoming generations. And we are very quite happy that from Manipur also Thai Lai has participated so that our from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, they can at least see that one more Thai community exists in Northeast India, is the Thai Lai. Thanks to Ibomsa and group, then I also saw that Priyakumar also attended this seminar. And from Thailand itself, one research scholar from Thailand, Mr. Singham Dinade, he has presented something about this Thailand. So thanks to everyone. Then on behalf of Indian Thai Forum, I thanks the director PMT, then PMT Guhai, then to come. Then Rakesh is also there, then Supiti is there, then Rimita is also there. So they have conducted this webinar very smoothly, yet there may be some kind of problem. So myself, Dr. Prasanna Gugoi, an ethnomusicologist, choreographer, musician. So I feel I am quite honored to be the moderator of the whole seminar, whole webinar. So next, I think it's time to wind up. So I am just passing this message to Dr. Shyam to give the vote of thanks. Dr. Shyam is there or not? I think Dr. Shyam.
Yes, please. Ready?
Yeah, thank
well,
you.
Good afternoon to everyone who is participating in this forum. The most respected resource persons, most valued invited guests, ladies and gentlemen present in this interaction. I'm really delighted to have the privilege of delivering vote of thanks on the great occasion. This is really an international forum, and I feel it for the first time that we will be able to become one Thai in near future. And this will be our great achievement, and our dream will come true once. I'm sure about this. I, on behalf of India Thai Forum, and also on my own behalf, extend hearty thanks to all the speakers and gracing the occasion with their great works and views which they shared with us. I extend my big thanks to Dr. Saisan Aik of Rangoon, Myanmar, for his great speech on the correlation of Yon Buddhist vis-a-vis Yon script along with the Sanskrit of Indian classical language. I also like to mention my deep appreciation to Dr. Damprang Phon Icham of Bangkok, Thailand, who has also correlated many rituals between the Thai Juang and Thai Ahoms, who has emphasized that originally both were practicing the worship of ancestors, which the Thai Ahoms are still practicing, called Medam Mefi. And he has explained many similarities between these two cultures, which is still going on in between these two countries. Further, he has extensively and outstandingly presented the fact about these practices. I also wish to express my gratitude to Mr. Hukum Hom of Australia, who had deliverance on the language and dialect of different parts of the world. Further, I would like to thank to Sangtham Jangyuk of Thailand for his expression of extensive practices of martial arts in Thailand, but also in Manipur, in India, and also other parts of the world, which is really becoming popular for the self-defense. I extend my sincere thanks to Ajahn Sambat Mongsim Kirsivi, of Sanskrit professor of Thailand, who has also participated in this interactive platform of India Thai Forum with an mission to be one Thai in future. I also thank to Dr. A. Siamkishu of Mizoram, who has also expressed his valuable views on the occasion and expressed his ideas as to how we can be united. My thanks to the host cum coordinator, Mr. Sukham Chausing, the moderator, Dr. Prasanna Gugoi, co-host, Mrs. Supriti Shyam, Mrs. Tamila Namsum Kaur, Mr. Pyoteng Taulu, Mr. Rakesh Kaur, for their team effort to make the webinar a successful accomplishment. I also thank to Mrs. Debra Jem, who has presented in pictures, and also Dr. M. Kumar, who has interacted in a very fruitful manner with the scholars of the other parts of the country. I also like to thank Mr. Ibomcha for his participation in this forum and had a very positive participation. And we hope that we shall be able to go ahead with all these contributions made by these great scholars. And also my thanks to all others which I would have left out to mention their names or designation whatsoever from the core of my heart. And with this speech, I would like to conclude my vote of thanks. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope to see you all again.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Hope to see you
everyone
again.
for joining
Joining.
Thank you, Sukham. Nice beginning.
Okay.
Thank you for everyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll meet again.
Thank you.
We'll meet
Thank
again.
you.
Yeah, we'll meet
Sure.
again.
We'll meet again very soon.
Yes.
Surely we will meet.
Okay.
Surely we will meet.
Yeah.
សូម
So
ឡង
I'm
សូមឡាតែពីនងតែតាំងឡាយក៏សូមឡងសូមឡាងតាហូបតាហូបខាន់ហូប
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Program. Yeah.
Bye. Bye.